pinging myself. Dude, why does Discord start doing that? Like, I start typing at everyone, and then it goes... It, like, jumps to some random person in my server. We are so back. Alright, give me 1 second. While you guys are waiting, I'm just gonna redo my little ponytail here, and I'm gonna make a coffee. Dude, we gotta get a Christmas tree in. We could even put it in the background for the stream. That'd be cute.
Yeah. We'll do that this week before we...
Yeah.
Or with the...
Yeah, no. It's gonna come up fast. It's already the second.
Yeah. So we can do it.
Sure. We need to go
Oh.
to coffee as well.
What's your word?
So true. I forgot. Chat right. What's up? Oh, I should put on my my little beanie. Actually, it's kind of hard to wear headphones with beanies. We will go beanless today. Wait, where's your little headphone splitter?
Oh,
I might have unplugged it.
yeah,
Wait, do
you
you?
definitely play it. I haven't seen it since you got that new stand.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I had to unplug it. It was buzzing. Gotta be in here somewhere.
It's right here.
Thank God. I thought it was gone forever. I thought it was over for us. But I can't hear anything. There we go.
Yay!
Ow.
Mika's barking.
Oh my God.
Damn it. Stupid dog.
Nika's always just like single-handedly ruining my streams. What do you want for Christmas? Post in chat what you're asking Santa Claus for Christmas. Oh my God, there's like little people walking on this background. It's funny. Nika, hey. Come on. Look, Nika, I have a treat. Here. I have a treat. Come here. No, just put here. Hold on. Damn it, dude. We should just bring her in before him.
Oh, you're so dumb.
You're stupid. A treat? I had a treat over here. Alright, we're gonna chill. I'm on my other screen. I'm gonna read the Kiwi Farms thread on Destiny because there's some really interesting drama going on with Destiny. I knew about this drama a little bit, but I didn't. There's been a lot of updates. A lot of people on his subreddit have been sleuthing, and I'm not like a diehard Destiny fan. Like, I don't watch him all day, every day, but some people on his subreddit do that, and so people know a lot more than I do on there. Let's see. Oh, Null responded. This clip is so funny. Wait, I have to open up my other monitor.
Are you allowed to play this?
Of course.
At Destiny, you said nigga like 1 month ago. I would never even utter that disgusting fucking word. I would never, ever, in any circumstance, would I ever fucking say that.
It's so funny. Yeah, he said it on YouTube. He streams on
Crazy.
YouTube, so.
Did he get in trouble for it?
Of course not.
I mean, what do you mean?
It's the
of
soft.
course
It's
not?
the soft A.
That doesn't matter. It's a white person's
Well,
name.
yeah, but under YouTube's TOS, like, they can't allow only one group of people to say it, right? Like, it's technically, like, people will shit on you for it. You'll get backlash, but it's not against the rules.
Very interesting. So on Twitch, you remember how was it Hassan who got banned for saying cracker?
Yeah, Twitch is different.
Does Twitch also ban people for saying the N-word?
I don't think so, because
Anyone?
like, you have, like, Kai Cenat that says it on stream and
Yeah.
stuff, so.
But what about white people? If a white person did it?
I feel
Very
like they would.
interesting.
I feel like they would ban you for that. Twitch's rules are a lot more. Twitch's rules are a lot more like based on the opinions of the
Yeah.
admins. It's not like,
Twitter opinions.
yeah, it's not like YouTube where they'll just apply the rules the same to everyone pretty much.
But even that's not true on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess. But like when it comes to this, I guess YouTube doesn't care. It's really weird. YouTube is really bad at fucking. Sometimes YouTube is like complete cancer. Like Chud Logic got in trouble for quoting not quoting. Hold on. Let me try to remember what the exact situation was. So Chud Logic demonetized. He got a strike on his channel for criticizing people that were saying things
yeah.
about a specific group of people.
About Jewish people, right?
Yeah, so he was saying these people on the far right are saying this. And he got struck as if he was endorsing that. And then he clarified to Team YouTube on Twitter. They said, sure, we'll have a team manually review this and see what happens. Because that sounds incorrect. And they watched it and had a team manually review it and then came to the same conclusion. So they upheld the strike and his channel was demonetized for like a week. Meanwhile, like, people say that stuff all the time. If their rules were really that strict, it would be crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they just specifically went after Chud for that.
Chud is getting shit all over right now for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
You know, I had a theory that it might have been like Dark Viper fans like hate watching him and like mass reporting things or whatever, because YouTube usually won't find stuff on their own, but they'll take mass reporting very seriously, which is why mass reporting works so well.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how Ricada got.
Well, not only mass reporting, but also like Twitter outrage. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
You won't be able to get your channel back unless you can get people to make a stink on Twitter. Like, nobody on YouTube will ever reply to you, even if you have
Right.
like a personal like YouTube assistant.
Yeah. Also, you should lean closer to the mic.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it in between us here. Yeah, I gotta find his Twitter. He has a subreddit. Oh, I knew he had a subreddit. He's a pretty small creator. Chud Logic's community is so funny, dude. I think I like Chud Logic out of all like the left-wing streamer people. I like Chud Logic more than Destiny even. I think he's funnier, and I think he's more chill. It's so funny. Yeah, that was total bullshit that he got demonetized for that. It like literally made no sense. It was like the context was very obvious to anyone. Maybe it was like some random like third world country, like where they don't speak English first language, and they were analyzing and they didn't understand the context. I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense.
They
to me.
would like outsource that to like a third world country.
Well, yeah, they do that all type of stuff all the time. They don't have
I
like
feel like for manual reviewers, it's like really important that you have really good grasp on English.
Totally.
They need them for like every language.
Yeah.
That's what makes like internet moderation so difficult. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
But-
I think that it's just annoying because like they need to have consistent rules for everyone. That
Yeah.
it's very hard when the rules are seemingly clear, but then they're enforcing them very like not the same to everyone.
Yeah.
They're not like they don't feel like universal rules.
Well,
Like,
the thing is, it's like it would be without like AI or something, it would be impossible to do that because there's
Yeah.
just so much content uploaded every single day.
yeah, see the problem is though, even with like if you had AI and it was really nitpicky about following the rules to a T, you would have people getting banned left and right, and it would be insane. It would be like there would be a huge backlash because even people who think that they're following the rules, I feel like would get
Yeah, well,
get
that I
picked
mean,
up
yeah.
because the AI would pick up everything.
But that would be the only way to do it evenly. It wouldn't be fair. But
Maybe.
it would, like, there's no other way. There's just too much content. Like, you
Well,
can't-
what they need is for these manual review teams to actually like understand what's going on. They
Well,
can't just
they-
have anybody manually review it and make a personal judgment call.
they have like huge. They would need like a huge team of manual reviewers.
Sure, yeah.
And so most of the time when someone gets reported, it's just like a real person isn't even looking at it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, I understand that. I know, but I'm saying like when it does have to get manually reviewed, it needs to be more fair, I guess.
But it's still like a person behind the screen, you know? So it's like
Sure,
even
yeah.
people who are super up to date with, like, if we were manual reviewers, I feel like we would be really lax, even though we know what's going on YouTube and stuff like that. We would,
Sure.
because that's our personal like philosophy. Like, it's just impossible.
Well,
to be
yeah, but like even if it's your job, like it doesn't matter what your personal feelings are on it. Like we would
But it
have
would
to
still-
we
it
would
would-
have to enforce rules that we don't want to enforce because that's
it
our
would
job.
still like leak into it. In my opinion. And it's also like it's just sort of like up for interpretation, you know. What's
Well, that's why
right
you
and
have
what-
to.
And not to mention, if nobody reports it, then it's not gonna get taken down most of the time.
That's
so.
why you have to write the rules in a clear way so that and make sure people
But
understand
it's
how
a
they work.
It's a complex issue. Like, it's just a hard thing to balance. Like, I don't really blame them at all. Like, for a long time, people were getting really mad at them for because the word like LGBT words would be banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
In a lot of titles, and things would get age restricted. And I imagine that a lot of that is because there's lots of like softcore porn on YouTube
Right.
that uses lesbians, gay, you know, and so it's like they're trying to do one thing and they create a whole new other
Right.
issue.
So
and
in
now,
your analogy, that would be like if they then had a manual review team review a video that had the word gay in it, and then there was no softcore porn, but they still banned it. That's what I'm saying. They need to have their manual reviewers know what's going on.
I know, but like, I mean, that's just the whole problem. And now I imagine there's lots of manual reviewers and stuff who are scared to strike any videos that have the word gay in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's a weird line to walk. Anyway,
maybe.
let's get on to this Destiny stuff.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, so he's been basically hinting for a few weeks about some major personal drama going on. So this was from the stream yesterday.
All I'll say is I've had some pretty extreme turmoil in, we'll say, a personal relationship. But you know what? We've come to some agreements legally that makes me feel a lot safer. So everything is pushing sideways on that. And we will, yeah, I think that's about as much as I'll probably say for now. But I feel better about everything. I feel okay. I feel decent today. I feel decent.
Jeez, this website is running so bad.
Yeah.
So there were two theories with this. So people assumed that it was either a divorce or that it had something to do with his ex-wife and his son, because there was a legal issue. So, and he also says that it's a personal relationship. He also alluded to the fact that it could emotionally affect him, right? But for whatever reason, he doesn't want to clarify it. Maybe it's for legal reasons. Maybe the case is still being settled or whatever, and he can't talk about it yet. But so we found this schizo thread on Reddit. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I archived it. Okay. And then, oh yeah, so right after that clip, a few hours later, he said, yeah, this actually doesn't have anything to do with Nathan or Rachel, which is his son and his ex that he has the son with. So it basically...
But you told me at first that he said he wasn't getting divorced. Is that true?
You remember you asked me that like before
I know,
the stream.
but like, I just specifically remember you saying that he clarified that it wasn't.
I don't think I said that, but...
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think I told you, like, we don't know if it's divorce or this. But basically he said, yeah, it's not the kid. It's not my ex. So that pretty much only leaves Melina. Yeah, so this is a thread that someone made about it that points to all the evidence. He said on stream, I'm in an open relationship as of now. So he's in an open marriage with Melina. As of now. Yeah.
Okay.
Destiny planned this on the day that Mel returned. He said on stream, I expected things to play out differently. The quote tells me that the timing was important, and the timing seems to line up with one thing. Destiny's in a 5... Oh, yeah, he mentioned that he was in a 5-hour therapy session 2 days ago.
You should back up a little.
Well, I'm talking to the mic.
Okay.
Mel has been different on Twitter recently. She's only posted photos and a reply to someone that's the name of a breakup song. Destiny said, nothing in these last 8 months have been my fault. 8 months seems to align with the cheating situation. Wait, how? What cheating situation?
Yeah, I'm curious about that. I remember when I read that, I was like, cheating? They're in an open relationship.
Yeah, they're literally in an open relationship. Like, that's very weird. Maybe he was like emotionally cheating on her or something. Like, that's the only way that you could cheat in an open relationship. Maybe he was like...
But aren't they able to get like new girlfriends or whatever? Like...
Well, it depends on the
girlfriends?
individual like relationship, right? So
I thought that was true, that
they
he
don't...
was like emotionally connected to a lot of his like his
No,
bitches.
so the whole idea is like, for the way that he describes it is like, he's like, yeah, like I'm only like in love with Mel and all these other people, like I just fuck around, you know, and same for her. They don't have multiple boyfriends and girlfriends or whatever. It's...
I don't know.
So maybe that's the only thing that makes sense
It's
to
just
me.
like the way that Erudite like talks to him, and like even the way that like his relationship with what's her name?
Wait, are you saying that
girl?
you think he's fucking Erudite?
Obviously he's fucking her. I think it's just the way she talks to him. I don't know. To me, it says that they're fucking, especially just given all the context. He fucks so many of his orbiters.
Yeah, sure, but
But
we don't have any proof specifically for Erudite. Like,
No, obviously not.
they're flirtatious, I guess, like on stream.
Mm-hmm.
He flirts with like every girl ever, and he has fucked a lot of the girls that have been on his stream before.
Well, also, who's that crazy girl? Lav?
Yeah, Lab.
They had like a pretty intimate relationship, I feel like, where they were
No.
talking a lot. Really?
No, they didn't have an intimate. So he talks to a ton of people. He's not like really close. I don't think he's really close with any girls except for Mel. He'll hang out with a girl for like a few days when he's on vacation.
It doesn't seem like a casual fuck to me entirely. It seems like there's like
Lav is like the worst example.
Well, I'm not saying Lav. I'm saying that like some of these orbiters that he ends up having sex with, it does not seem emotionless. I'm not saying that it's like another girlfriend level or something like that. I'm just saying that I don't know, it seems kind of
I just can't picture
complicated.
I can't picture one that he was close with, but whatever, moving on. Yeah, so it made me look like the bad guy. He's talking about someone doing something so fucked up and awful that he might never talk about it. He said Mel and Nathan were probably the only people in his life that could really hurt him emotionally before. Mel has claimed that she has no idea what this is about, but that seems very unlikely to me at this point. If it's about his personal life, even if it's not immediately about her, she would at the very least know about it and likely just say, I can't talk about that before he does. So what she has said that stands out the most is, I don't care about other people's drama. That doesn't sound genuine. It sounds like cope. Yeah.
Yeah.
The trial has sort of stopped mattering. It seems like it's over. Mel is back in Miami. Why have we not heard about what happened? Destiny said he's kind of worried about legal issues, but that he's not anymore. He was worried about legal issues, but he's not anymore. How many people would be in position to fuck over Destiny legally? They talked on stream. They did not seem very happy with each other. Destiny said he would hang out with Mel. Like I said, this could be a red herring, but it could also be that he needs time to talk to Mel because they're going through a divorce. Also, as was stated in an earlier thread, I don't think Destiny would not make this big of a deal about anything related to Nathan or Nathan's mom. Could be that I'm schizo. It has happened before, but I don't really think so. So, to me, I feel like Destiny, like, he doesn't want to explicitly say what happened for legal reasons, but I don't think he cares if his community finds out.
No.
I honestly think he's like trying to make it obvious on purpose so people can figure it out. Because he's not like the type of guy that cares like what people think of his personal life at all. He doesn't give a fuck what people think. And he knows his community like wants the drama and they want to know what it is, but he literally just he can't talk about it yet.
Well, and it's still saving his ass in court because if he were to talk about it on stream, like it could have been used against him, but this is vague enough where it's all just conjecture.
Yeah. There's much more conspiracy to this than one might assume. The implication that Seth Everman is involved is originally what made me think this. I don't know anything about this person, Seth Everman. Oh, no, I do. Okay, this is like a streamer that Mel was hooking up with.
Ooh.
Another streamer guy. I don't know what the drama is with that, though. I think Destiny might have even said something implying that Brittany Simon was involved somehow.
Ooh.
That's another... do you remember her? She's like she had like the like curly, like long hair.
The
kind
other
of
Brittany.
yeah, the other Brittany. That... She didn't actually. I was gonna say she looks like Brittany Venti, but not really. Like a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's racist.
My shot in the dark is that Mel had some plan with other people to release something today about Destiny to damage his credibility, but somehow or another, Destiny found out and has been putting together a counter manifesto.
No way! What the hell?
That would be so funny.
That is like total, just like
this is definitely schizo.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is parasocial, but I thought I would be watching a manifesto stream on my day. Oh yeah, so people thought that, because Destiny took a couple weeks off to deal with some of this stuff, and people thought that when he came back, it was going to be a manifesto stream. Like, do you remember how he took a few days off to work on the Keffels manifesto? So funny. And everyone was like, literally so like, everyone in the chat, because I was there right when the stream started, I was curious what was going on. And everyone in the chat was like, oh my god, I'm edging. And then he said, like, yeah, guys, I'm really sorry, but I can't talk about it yet. I'll talk about it in about 2 weeks. And everyone was so mad. Like, they were posting in his subreddit being like, Destiny is worse than Hitler. Destiny is so bad. I hate him.
God damn.
Yeah. So this is the...
Also, are you going to talk about if it is a divorce? About how he has... Fuck, my brain is moving so slow right now.
Allegedly he has no prenup. That's what I heard.
Oh,
Let me find out.
that is so rough if it's true.
Yeah. Why would you not get a prenup? Like, I feel like, especially if you're an internet figure, like, you never know. Like, I mean, he's been...
Well, she's always been like a little bit sketchy to me.
I don't know. She seems pretty chill, but like, I just wouldn't risk it with anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't like not get a prenup
Even the
ever.
coolest person in the world, you know, it's just like...
Yeah, well, and the thing is, he's an internet celebrity. So the nature of being an internet celebrity is you can blow up overnight and you can have, millions and millions of dollars out of nowhere. And like, if you're getting married to someone, what if you get married with no prenup and then you blow up and you make $100 million and then they divorce you and they take half your money? Like, I just feel like especially internet figures should have prenups. That's crazy. Oh, I'm doing search titles only. Let's see. Well, I just saw this Roblox thing that looks interesting too. We'll talk about that too.
Is it Roblox? Someone like a Roblox creator?
Say
or-
an 80-page Roblox fucking expose.
No way.
Yeah. Do any Destiny lurkers know if he's talked about getting a prenup? Okay, hold on. Prenup. I'm just gonna Google it. Does Destiny have a prenup? Oh yeah. Okay. Why did Destiny not get a prenup? This is from his subreddit again. I assume he's never talked about why. Prenups are pretty rare in practice and are most routinely used by wealthy families to protect lines of inheritance. What? Destiny just doesn't care about his wealth, doesn't particularly...
That is not even
That's
true.
crazy. Wait, what the fuck?
That Hassan take. I feel like Hassan would say that. It's actually like
It's actually
super
a way
fucked
for the
up.
British world.
It's super fucked up to like get a prenup. Like honestly, if you
Especially if you're white. Especially if you're white.
if you get a prenup, like you're just like a trust fund baby, and like
Yeah.
you deserve
Oh
to have
my
all your money
God, dude.
stolen.
That is so true. That is totally a fucking Hassan take, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Like it's like the same thing. I feel like he says with landlords, same vein. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Guys, don't let any fucking woman gaslight you into not getting a prenup. You need to get a prenup if you're gonna get married to someone every fucking time.
and it's not offensive as a woman.
No, it's not offensive. And if
you shouldn't be offended by it.
if that's a
especially-
deal breaker for the woman, then you might want to reconsider what her intentions are. Because if she's like really upset that she can't just take half your money if you get a divorce, then you probably need to reconsider.
Well, and like, why would you even care about a prenup if you plan on being with someone forever? Like,
Right.
to me, it's like that doesn't matter at all, you know?
Yeah, well, so people, a lot of people see it as like, oh, you don't trust me, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's for both. It's for both of your protection. What if the fucking woman becomes a fucking millionaire overnight, and then the guy gets half the shit? Like,
Well, and you can also, prenups are good to protect the woman after the marriage, to like,
yeah,
to decide terms so that the woman isn't left high and dry if her husband leaves her.
right. Yeah, that's really interesting to me that like Destiny wouldn't get a prenup with Melina. Like, I feel like especially if you're setting up to have like an open relationship,
Oh my God, yeah.
I feel like divorce is like way more light. I would have to look up the stats, but like an open marriage is definitely like has a way higher divorce rate, doesn't it?
I
If
would-
not just simply for the fact that those people are like more open and more willing to like accept change, I guess.
I would be
if not
really
anything else.
I would be really curious if like the fact that they have an open relationship, because sometimes you can get a better deal if someone cheats on you. But I wonder if having an open relationship would sort of nullify
Oh
that
shit.
cheating.
Oh,
you know?
what if that's what the legal battle was about? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how that
Oh
would
my
work.
god. Wait, we just discovered a massive conspiracy theory, okay? So Destiny, he's scared that she's going to take half his money. So she goes to the court with evidence of her cheating, which is actually just her having a normal hookup and telling him about it. And now he gets to keep more of his money. So that's what the legals. This is speculation. Speculation.
Well, I would be very. I mean, because that would be kind of retarded, because he talks about his open relationship so much on the internet that
Well,
they
yeah,
would
yeah,
easily
yeah.
be able to disprove that. But it's like if someone really did cheat on another person, it would be way more of a gray area.
Does the
to
law
a court
would
that-
the law even have room for an open marriage? Like,
I
would they even
don't
consider that a
know.
thing?
I don't know. I think people would be really weirded out.
Wouldn't they still consider that cheating, even though it's like you call
But
it
they
an open
both-
marriage, but the law would call it like I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Anyways, very
Could be messy.
interesting.
I had a theory that maybe it's not a divorce, and it could be that that he's mad because the Swedish government like took a bunch of like tax money from him, even though he doesn't live there.
Right.
And he could be fighting that legal battle, like he's trying to get uninvolved from Sweden. Did he ever live there? Has he ever lived there? Or is it
No,
just
he
'cause
hasn't
married?
lived there long term, but I think I know. So he had to pay taxes because Melina was a dual citizen. I'm pretty sure.
Mm,
So her household was responsible for a certain amount of tax based on their combined income.
that is so interesting.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's what it is. Okay, so we got an update on Camden Davis. If you guys don't remember, yesterday we talked about the new Mama Max video, which is about this whole like vampire cult thing. This guy named Camden Davis was like allegedly grooming people and using supernatural to like kind of control people. Like he claimed that he was a vampire or that he was a werewolf and that these people were vampires and
Wait, have we talked about this yet on
yeah,
stream?
I talked about it
Okay,
yesterday. Leviathans were coming to control them and all that stuff. So he used that to manipulate people. I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at the interview because I have some timestamps now of like some important parts, and we can kind of, I can kind of show like what's going on with the story because it's very weird and there's a lot of things that happen in the story, so it's kind of hard to follow sometimes. We did get one update today. People found a 2023 misdemeanor of this guy. So before this, there was only one. The last time anyone had seen him or heard of him was in 2017? No. 20. It was like 3 years ago. It was 2020. I'm pretty sure. But somebody dug this up. This is the same guy. Driving without a license, misdemeanor. So he is still around. There was a theory that like he had died or something, but it looks like
crazy.
he's still around. Yeah. Blackula. Blackula werewolf pedo. Yeah, so he did like the whole like vampire fangs thing. So people are calling him Blackula.
Well, and he claimed to be a werewolf, right?
Yeah,
Or
he
to be
claimed-
a vampire,
He
right?
claimed to be a vampire. He claimed all sorts of things allegedly.
How did I'm sorry.
We'll watch the
sorry
interview.
I'm sorry to the victims. But how the fuck did someone fall for this?
Here to answer your question, this is one of the victims.
Ah!
So yeah.
Oh, she has a fucking a bat tattooed on her collarbone.
Yeah, wait, did she get this for him?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It looks like a scratcher. Like it's not very
Yeah.
good.
Wait, I need to go to I want to go to her channel. So that's the YouTuber that gave the timestamps. So we're gonna check the
Oh
original
god, that
interview.
profile
out.
picture is not very good. I'm sorry.
A lot of people. have
I'm
that.
sorry to the victims. I genuinely am. If anyone was hurt by this man, like
even know.
Oh yeah, obviously it's a horrible situation. Yeah,
it's horrible, but it's a little bit ridiculous.
it's just absurd. Like it's
Yeah.
just funny.
It is absurd.
It's like you got groomed by a guy who was pretending to be a vampire. Like,
But if groomed was she? So she was under 18.
well, we're about to find out. So some of the people were under 18.
Wait,
apparently.
are we doing the is this Camden Davis?
Yep, that's the guy. That's Blackula.
Oh,
This is the guy from the cult.
so his
This is the
middle
cult
name is
leader.
Jerd.
No, his middle name is Gerard. I told you. Remember?
But it was but I forgot. Is that a misspelling?
It's
or-
misspelled on this
Okay.
on the official police stuff.
That's
apparently.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one more thing. So yesterday, I'm jumping around so much. Yesterday,
okay.
I was showing you guys. People looked into the police records because the county or the sheriff's department that was tied to the rape kit and to the other police reports was revealed. So people tried to find record of Camden Davis by looking through requesting records through their system. This guy. Oops. It's hard to type around this thing. This guy. Yeah. And originally he spelled it with an E, right? Nothing came up. They have no record of any incident reports pertaining to Camden Davis. So this was a misspelling, and then he sent them a correction, and they looked it up again with Camden Davis. And it again didn't come through. So this doesn't really show that much. It could be an issue with their system. It might not be in the like tech system, but it might be like recorded. There's a lot of reasons this could have happened.
But it is a little suspicious.
It is a little bit weird. I'm sure that there's an explanation for that outside of.
Do you think that? Do you personally believe that Mama Max went to the police with this?
Well, I don't. I think what he said was that the police stopped helping them 3 years ago, but that was before. Isn't that before he was working on the case?
I don't know.
So I think these people individually made police reports, but he is just reporting it and spreading the word about it.
But do you think
I don't know if he helped.
Do you
with the
think that they
police.
actually did make police reports?
I don't know.
It is just
can't say.
It is just interesting that like you know what I mean? No one
Yeah.
No one has any information on this.
Well,
it's weird.
we can't jump to any conclusions.
I
like
know,
I said,
I'm
like
not.
there's reasons why that could have come up blank. But I don't doubt that this story is true. Like a lot of, or most of it actually. I think like a lot of the stuff that they talk about is very plausible. I guess. All right, so we're gonna start watching this.
So, first question: can you tell us a little about your life before you joined the cult?
So as a child, I was more so raised by my great-grandparents. Great-grandmother died when I was 9. Moved in with my dad and my stepmom when I was like 11. And from there, I was just kind of tossed around, really. I was mentally ill, but nobody really realized it, and they didn't understand that I needed help. So I was just kind of thrown to my aunt and my uncle, and then I was thrown to my 5th cousin and his wife, and
Fifth cousin.
you know,
What?
it really made me feel unwanted.
That's crazy.
In a lot of ways.
I will say this person's story has a lot of crazy
Yeah.
things that happen to them, and like it sometimes it can be hard to tell just in general when there's a person, when a lot of crazy things are happening to them, if it's all like real or if it's like their understanding of it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like,
Well, usually that's the thing is, just like Amber Lynn, usually like people who have like real trauma do tend to like they're prone to like embellishing things, getting into these weird ass situations, and a lot of times like mental illnesses, especially like mental illnesses from trauma, like all pile on top of each other. When you have one, you often have more than one.
yeah. Dude, I got so sweaty in my shirt. I had to take off my nice dope ass fit. My swag riz. Hold on, I'll be back in 1 second.
What are you making?
Do you have any new TikTokers that we can talk about today?
I can look.
We should go lolcow fishing. We should try to find a new lolcow.
I did find that gang stalker the other day. I found that gang stalker the other day,
Oh, yes.
but I don't know if I saved the video or not. And it's gang stalkers aren't like the most interesting.
We could have a Reddit segment where we find a really gay subreddit.
This person claims they're being gang stalked, but they advertise their posts on TikTok. It's like you're exposing yourself to the government right now by advertising on TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
literally.
why would I would shut down all my social media? Also, they always have fucking kids. These gang stalkers, people always have kids, and I feel so bad for them.
Midlife crisis, maybe.
No, it's just like like women develop schizophrenia later, so they turn 28 and they have 2 kids already, and now they're like schizophrenic.
Epic fail. All right, let's check this out.
And then finally, I moved back in with my dad and my stepmom, and things were pretty alright for a while. That summer, I had met a girl in summer school named Carrie Sutton, and we kind of became friends and everything. Later on, after the new school year had started and after Christmas and everything, I started having some more like issues at home. I think my mental state just wasn't the best. And so Carrie introduced
Wait,
me
I'm sorry.
to...
Did you hear why she had mental issues? Was there something that caused it? Did she say, or was
Well,
it just?
didn't her parent die, or did I don't know why she was being bounced around.
I forgot. I just remember her saying like she had bad mental health. I don't remember if she said like
Well,
my
she was-
parents abused
Well,
me
she
or
was
something.
bounced around from household to household.
But she said from the beginning, right?
Well, yeah, but that in itself causes mental issues. But like whatever made her parents unfit, whether they died or they're in jail or they abused her, like
Yeah.
that, all
This
that.
guy
Oh,
that she
okay.
had been talking to online.
I forget what it
And
was,
his
but
name was Quinn at the time. And I don't even know like how he managed to manipulate us to believe the things he did half the time. But he told me that I was somehow a vampire, whatever, and that he was like this werewolf and like he knew God and all this shit. Like it was, I don't know.
So she was 17 at the
At
time.
the time, being 16, I believed him.
No,
And
16.
he just lured me
Okay,
further
okay. So she met him when she was 16
and further in.
online.
And when I started having more issues at home, it got into a fight with my entire family, and I just remember running out of the room and everything, and like they took my phone from me, but I had like an iPod hidden somewhere, and I still had Kick, so I was texting Quinn, and he was like, "Oh, your family's gonna have you arrested. You need to come out here. You'll be safe here. Nothing will happen to you if you come here." And I believed him and I trusted him, and I don't know why, but one morning, it was a Friday, I had gone down the stairs, everybody was out on the front porch. I ran out through the garage around the back of the house and just booked it to Wiley East. And the girl that had introduced me to Quinn was Carrie. She got me an Uber to Dallas, and then I convinced one of the guys at the Megabus to let me on, and I was out of state that night. I made it to Little Rock, Arkansas, was sexually assaulted out there, got on another bus, made it to Tennessee, was stuck out there for a week, but there was somebody who was actually properly taking care of me, treating me like I was his own daughter. So that was, he was a good guy. He didn't ever look at me in any weird way or even put his hands on me.
Wiley East is in
After about a
Texas.
week,
It's a school.
Quinn had convinced one of the
it
girls
must
in
be a
his
town.
group to buy me a bus ticket from Tennessee to Georgia. And when I got to Georgia, he had gotten an Uber. He came and picked me up, and then I lived in his mother's house after that.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Dang.
Okay, so 7 minutes.
Okay.
That's where we
So
are right now.
Quinn, tell me more about Quinn.
Quinn was one of the aliases Camden was using.
Camden is.
Camden is the cult leader.
Okay. What was the cult?
It was basically a supernatural cult where he convinced all of us that we were vampires, werewolves, hybrids, celestials, and all this shit. Like, and then he would sit there and claim that he knew God. And then there was one point in the cult where God was dead and he was the new God.
Oh
And
my
he would sit
god.
there and
I'm sorry, but how the fuck did you buy that? Like, it's like some anime shit.
he would literally act like he was possessed by like the archangels and
Okay, doesn't she look like she reads creepypastas?
That's true.
Right?
shit.
She looks like the
She
target
looks like she
demographic.
walks the mile and wears
Damn.
like Cookie Monster.
Damn, that's brutal.
That's not brutal.
No,
like
no,
those
it's
girls,
We-
there's
we
always
did-
a
at the
couple
time-
girls they walked the mile and they wore like Cookie Monster pants, and they did not try in PE.
That's so specific.
What? That's so true. Like that is like an internet like legend.
I don't know
Cookie
about
Monster.
the Cookie Monster pants thing.
Well, like they just would
And
wear
baby items.
pajama pants all the time.
Oh, okay,
You know what
okay,
I mean?
okay,
And
yeah, yeah.
sometimes they'd have Cookie Monster on them or like some other like Tweety Bird or something on them.
Dude, people used to have those Cookie Monster snapbacks. Do you remember
Oh
those?
my god, those were so like
too,
middle school.
But
Yeah.
later on, once we realized, we busted out laughing. It was honestly kind of funny.
So you didn't think he was like role playing. You thought he was actually like these things were real.
Yeah.
And okay, so what made you think his stories were real? Like,
He spoke with such conviction about them. Like, it seemed as though even he himself believed it. And maybe in a sense he does. But I just think that seeing that he thought that he believed it is something that made us more sure. Like, oh yeah. And there's this video. Honestly, you should play it. I like to call it the Fang video. The fucker literally sits there, starts growling, and then all of a sudden there's fangs in his mouth and everything, and he's like growling at the camera. And that's another thing we look at now. And we
That's
laugh.
hilarious.
At least she has a sense of
Going
humor
for
about it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
She seems pretty chill. Like,
Mhm.
Lyrics called into Mama Max's stream, and they were making like grooming jokes and stuff, and she was laughing with them. It was
Damn.
pretty funny. I think she laughed at Blackula too.
vulnerable moments, made you believe these stories. Reminds me a little of Charles Manson. Like he has his own lore for himself.
Yes.
That's interesting. Could you tell me more about the lore? Like,
Would you like to hear about the creation of the world and all the Adams and Eves?
please tell me everything.
So he told us that when God made the world, he made multiple Adams and multiple Eves of different races and everything. He even said that there was like Avatar blue people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
After you saw the movie?
I guess maybe, I don't know.
Wait, what was it?
He said that there were
like,
multiple Adams and multiple Eves, and there was even, and those were like all the different races, and then there was also Avatar like blue people as well.
That's awesome.
like
Multiple
he told
Adams and
them not
multiple
to,
Eves is like
touch
kind of
the
interesting.
tree and everything, but it was the men, all the Adams who ate the fruits, and he was like, yeah, he told them everybody start walking separate directions. You two, like he paired off the races and just sent them all in different directions, and then after that he said,
He
"Don't look back,"
segregated
and
them,
he's
dude.
claimed the Avatar blue people.
All right, white people go over there, black people go over there, Mexicans go over there.
That is awesome.
That is so funny.
Looked back, and that while the ground was splitting, Pangea splitting. So while the land was splitting, they fell into the crack because they looked back, and yeah, he also like had this obsession with like just the archangels and like playing as them. His favorite to play was the Archangel Michael.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So there's a lot of biblical stuff.
That's
lot
cool.
of biblical stuff.
That's
He
kinda sick.
intentionally targeted us.
You would
that-
get groomed if
I wouldn't
if
get
this guy
I wouldn't get groomed. I
send
just
you a
like
message on
I
Kik.
just like biblical lore, like obscure biblical lore. I think it's interesting to have like an Adam and Eve of every different color.
Do you think that if I groomed you using supernatural stuff, you would have come lived at my house with me and joined my cult?
I don't know. I was very suggestible when I was 16.
What if I told
I
you
was
like
very desperate.
what if I told you like Elder Scrolls lore was real and like I
No,
had
I
proof?
definitely would not.
You wouldn't believe me?
that. No,
Damn.
not that. I was a very staunch atheist when I was in high school too. So I don't know.
Weren't you always interested in the lore and the religions though?
No,
more
that's
ambiguous when
more
it came
recent. That
to
was like senior
spiritual
year of high
Oh,
school,
okay.
at the latest.
So at the time, I was like agnostic. I was kind of on the fence. I was like, I mean, I
Oh,
don't
she
know.
was
Like,
agnostic.
I feel like
See, you
maybe
could
I've
be
seen
like
ghosts in
her.
the past
I
and
wasn't
heard stuff
agnostic.
before,
I was
but
like atheist
you
back
know,
then.
Okay.
I just didn't know if there was
Okay,
God
we're
or
skipping
anything.
to
And
12.
he
Oh, we're already at
specifically
12.
preyed
Goddamn.
on underage people who had those beliefs.
Okay. So underage people who have ambiguous beliefs, vulnerable minds specifically. How would he target you? Like how did he operate? What was the whole operation?
So like as in luring other people in?
Luring you in? Anyone?
Okay, so he specifically got to me through Carrie. When it came to other people, he would have, current members such as myself go on Whisper and all this shit and make posts about vampires or werewolves.
Oh
or whatever.
my
Whisper's so
god.
funny.
Specifically target kids from the ages of 17
Jesus
all the way down to like
Christ.
11.
Do you remember when you and I were like shit posting on Whisper for a while?
Yeah, that was funny.
that was so fun, dude. That app is like one of the funniest ways to fuck with people ever. It's awesome.
We should do that
And
again. We should do a
he
Whisper
got a
stream.
lot-
That app, I don't ever want to fucking install it ever again though. It's so AIDS.
Why?
It's just like disgusting. Like the people that respond to
Oh,
you,
yeah.
it's literally like the most
Horny.
retarded people in the world. Like it's the lowest common denominator. You'll go on there and it's like when I walk around in public and I see people who are the ones posting this
Yeah,
shit on
didn't
Whisper.
you made like I pooped my pants joke or something stupid like that, and there wasn't there someone that responded to you and was like, that's hot, like, or something
I
like
said,
that.
I said, I have a shit fetish and I'm shitting my pants right now. And they responded being like, yeah, I'm into that. Can I join you? It was
Oh my
like,
God.
they were completely serious. And yeah, it's very weird. Like, and all of them, people always want you to be like a girl. So if you just pretend to be a girl, they'll start
It's
like
so,
sexting
oh
you.
my God, it's so fucking
It's
funny.
crazy, dude.
of people in this because he had manipulated so many people such as myself. There was one point he made myself and some of the main others, he made us like leaders of our own packs, but it was underneath him. It was like an MLM pyramid scheme at this point. So he's got us like wrapped around his finger, and then he's got us seeking out younger people to lure in for us to be over and everything. And there was a lot of kids. I think there could have easily have been well over 100, 200. And there, I mean, that
200?
probably had to be like at just
Wow.
one point because he would,
Holy
if
fuck.
somebody left, somebody in like a higher part of it, he would immediately purge all the groups, and he'd be like, everybody, new kicks, make new kick accounts, new pictures, new everything. Like, you have to delete everything. You can't let them find you because they've got people trying to kill you. There's hunters after us because they know what we are. like legitimately scaring us, making us think that people really were out to get us. I couldn't even walk my dog out for a specific time after I'd come back to Texas, but was still in the cult. I like swore there was times I like heard crunching in the bushes and stuff, which is probably an animal. And it just made me so scared at the time because I was like, if anyone's out to get me, it's somebody that he's sending, because that was already at the point where I like knew that something was up. But
Weird.
he very, very much like thrived on manipulation and, you know, drowning us with love. And then all of a sudden, oh, you did one thing that I don't like. Okay, well, fuck you.
So in my mind, well, first of all, so he went by Quinn. Is that just online? What is that alias?
So Quinn was just what he went by, you know, at first when I met him. He eventually changed it to Cade.
Okay.
Yeah. His aliases are Quinn, Cade,
Cade is really funny.
Sincade,
Yeah, it is.
and usually the last name that he used, well, the last name he used when I was in there was the Daemons.
The Daemons.
The Daemons.
How elegant.
Daemons.
The Daemons.
Oh my god.
Camden.
Are you
Yes.
serious?
What was the point of all these aliases? It was just like what he
I'm sorry. How do these people take this shit seriously?
Wait,
at
so
all?
I thought he liked pretending to be Michael, so why is he giving himself a demon last name?
Michael Demon. Yes, we're the Demons. Oh my
Didn't you
god.
after he would erase everything, or how did it work?
So, he would change them over time, and I think there were others I don't fully remember because he would go right back to Cade. That was his, like, go-to. I think it was just so nobody else knew his names, which is kind of stupid because he let me see his ID when I lived with him. Like, you try so hard to hide your name online, but yet you'll show the person you're abusing your name.
Okay then. So, when it comes to the structure of the cult, he was the werewolf god.
Yes.
Okay.
Werewolf king, werewolf god, whatever.
Okay, and he has Carrie. Tell me more about Carrie.
So Carrie, when she introduced me to Camden, she was quote unquote engaged to him. He was 18, and we were 16.
Oh,
like,
he was 18.
and
So he's not like ridiculously older.
around the time that he was like convincing me to run away and everything.
Yeah,
he
but
was,
if
like,
this is
still
true, it's
weird.
very weird.
No, obviously
so
it's
both
so
of you
weird
need
as
to be in a
fuck,
relationship
but
with me, then
especially if there's
God tells me that you both
11-year-olds.
need to be in a relationship with me. So when I went out there, that's what he tried to make it into.
So keep in mind that they only have 2 victims that have come forward to Mama Max about this. And allegedly there's hundreds of them, and one of their goals is to get more of these hundreds of victims to come forward. So it'll be very interesting to see if more people come forward.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be more people at this point, right? Like if there's an expose on this guy, I mean maybe just the word hasn't gotten around yet. I just feel like they would be in contact with more than
Especially
one
because a
person.
lot of them left and stuff. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
And eventually, I guess he just got tired of wanting to talk to Carrie because she was in school. And he told me that she cheated on us and broke up with us and everything. And then he told
Broke
her
up with
that I told
us.
him that he needs
Weird.
to break up with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he likes to pin y'all against each other.
Yes.
Okay. How did you meet Carrie?
I met her in summer school. We were just, I guess I walked up to her because she was wearing My Chemical Romance shirt, and I was just like, oh, hell yeah, one of my people. I've never seen this bitch before. Let's go. So, you know, we kind of developed a friendship
see,
through
that's
that. I
very
fucking
My
tattooed
Chemical
her in
Romance
school,
is very
and she
walk the
tattooed me,
mile energy.
And, you know, at the time it was a pretty
Not in a
decent
bad
friendship,
way.
but
That is
after
not
that
a
I
bad
went
thing
to the
at all.
alternative school out here.
No, when you first said that, I thought you were making a fat joke.
No, I wasn't. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna pee real fast. I'll be right back. Talk about something.
There's okay. Fuck. Oh god. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But yeah, when I was in high school, I wasn't one of the people that walked the mile, but I definitely was like usually last. So sometimes I would talk to the girls that were walking the mile. They have a very specific vibe to them. Kind of hot Cheeto girl adjacent, but not quite. I had horrible lung capacity in high school. It was really bad. I want to see what the comments said. Is this Michaela girl the other girl who came forward?
No, the other girl's name is Kai.
So maybe this is the
there
third
more,
one.
yeah.
She said, "We got this. We are stronger than him, and we will get our justice."
Okay, yeah. Okay. So
That's very interesting.
I want to know more information. Maybe it will be in this podcast. So I watched some of this interview on Chud Logic's stream, and it definitely gets pretty crazy at some points. Like, pretty out there. But I don't remember them talking about the other victims that have come forward. Like, I don't know how many people they have together. I've only heard of this person and Kai and Mama Max, and that's it. So I guess there is another person right here.
Is Kai non-binary?
No.
Oh, it's just a girl.
This person had a different name before, so I don't know if they're like non-binary or something.
And
Kai is just like
yeah,
the
I,
ultimate
spent
like
one night with her, and
non-binary
she
name. I
sexually
feel like
assaulted me.
every non-binary person names themselves that.
I like spent one night with her, and she sexually assaulted me.
Oh.
Yeah, she she sat there and she was like fingering me. She shoved a shirt in my mouth and everything, and then kept adding fingers until she was fucking fisting me while I was trying to push her away.
Oh,
And I couldn't make a sound because there was a fucking shirt shoved in my mouth. And it took me a really long time to realize that was actually sexual assault. Because I was like, I mean, I did say that we could mess around a little bit. Maybe it just went too far by accident. But fact of the matter is, I was trying to push her away and she wouldn't stop. So.
Okay. This is when you were 16?
Yes.
So she was your friend.
That's like some crazy shit to get into when you're 16.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear she assaulted you. That sucks.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That sucks.
That sucks.
Yes.
Oh, bummer.
For people who don't
Oh, so she fisted you against your without your consent.
It's
Sorry.
kind of like feeling helpless.
No,
and,
that's so
sometimes you
sad.
Oh,
feel like,
damn,
it's
rip.
well, maybe I
F
did
in the
something like
chat.
this, and I
I'm
can't fix it,
sorry.
it doesn't go the way I wanted it to.
Oh,
And
massive L.
sometimes it's just shame, like feeling as though you're
El
worthless and that's
bozo.
all you're ever going to be.
No,
and
it's too
with
far.
statistics being that, someone who's
sorry.
already been sexually assaulted, they're more likely to be re-victimized in the future. And that very much held true for me, and it may very well hold true for others that may be watching this. And it's an unfortunate reality, but once you realize that something wasn't right about that experience, it is better to try and speak up or, go to people that you love and trust to try and at least get that off your chest. And maybe
There needs to
report
be
it,
so
if
much
not,
more
maybe get
education
therapy
about
and
like
try and
sexual
work
assault and
through it.
stuff like that. I feel like a lot of kids like don't know anything about it, and that's how this shit happens.
No, I think people know about it, but I think the problem is when it happens to you, your brain has defense mechanisms that keep you from accepting that it happened to you. So you will justify it as like anything else.
Yeah, but I still think that it's one of those things where it's like I never really learned very much about sexual assault in school.
I feel like they talk about it so much now. We talked about it at my high school. They had like an assembly about it and stuff.
Well, yeah, but they are very vague about it. Like they're scared of like talking about explicitly like what goes wrong. You know what I mean? I think that's the
Sure.
problem.
Okay. So, this cult you told me took place on Kick.
Yes.
Right? All right. Tell me more about that part of it, like the whole structure.
I like how it spells it like the streaming platform. We should make a cult on Kick
there was
TV.
Camden always at the top, and whoever he was, dating at the time, they're the mom and dad of the cult, and like literally all the kids had to call them mom and dad.
Oh my god.
And then it would be people like myself, my girlfriend at the time, and maybe a few other girls. We were just like sitting right underneath them. We had our own group of children, and had our own little separate packs. I think he may have like extended it after I left, like made it to where maybe someone in there also gets their own group. But whenever he and his girlfriend were together, they also had their little group of kids stemming off from the side. So they had about 3 or 4 kids. One of them was a boy. And
actual child?
No.
he had them manipulated bad. And by the time we
These are
realized
all the
that
cult
things
members
weren't
that
going
have
right,
like these are like their
Yeah.
roles.
right, and that we needed to try and get all the kids out, we weren't able to reach them because they're right underneath him. And he would also send people to spy in our group chats.
Wait,
So
so
if
they
we-
were right underneath him, but aren't they all just living at the house together? So it's like
Well, he keeps them close. I think that's what she means.
like physically like in his
Yeah.
room or something? Okay.
Not in his room necessarily, but like he's like right. He's not like he has his eye on them. I assume.
Right.
said anything about, yeah, he did or said this, which contradicted this, you know, they'd report back to him and everything. And his girlfriend at the time, Catherine Himpsall, like this is way after I'm in a relationship with him. I will never know if she was fully complicit, but there had to be a point where she realized what was going on, that something wasn't right, and that he was using her to lure in other people. But she ended up being rude to
Skip
a lot of
to
us for no reason.
34.
And it was probably because.
How many days was that after the sexual assault in Arkansas?
That was about 4 or 5 days after.
Okay. Do you want to talk more about it?
Yes. So, at that point, I just kind of remembered the one in Arkansas, and I was like, okay, this isn't bad. I was like, I guess I can do this. It's whatever. Like, I was literally in my mind trying to make myself accept, okay, well, this is what's happening. Whatever. But funny thing is I got pregnant from the Arkansas experience, and that was among one of the first times that Camden forced me to induce a miscarriage via shit ton of cinnamon, vitamin C, and him beating me in the stomach.
My God. And that worked?
Okay, beating. Wait. I want to hear him say sorry again.
It wasn't even stillbirth. You just.
Oh,
No,
I
it
thought
was
he was just gonna
like
say, "Oh,
within
sorry."
a month.
But beating someone in the stomach might be able to cause a miscarriage. I'm not too familiar with that.
Well,
That I feel like would work more than cinnamon and vitamin C.
okay, but it's not that. It's the fact that you'll see she talks about it later. The fact that he did it repeatedly in order to train her body to
Oh.
reject the pregnancy. So he would
Okay.
he would do this routine of cinnamon, vitamin C, and beating her in the stomach like multiple times, like whenever she would get pregnant, and that was so that he could like traffic her or something.
Month, I had started having some symptoms, and he was like, okay, well, you can't have the baby. You can't have that baby. And so, you know, that's what he did, because he didn't want that evidence to be there. But funny thing is that wasn't the first time he had induced a miscarriage on me. He had gotten me pregnant 3 other times within the span that I was able to see him in person. He kept doing the same thing to force me to miscarry. The last time was when I lived with my foster parents. Like, at the end of my physical stay with him, okay, so the whole reason that he was inducing the miscarriages was he wanted to traffic me and wanted my body to automatically start rejecting pregnancies. So
Okay,
This
so
is where it starts to get weird to me. Like, what?
well, that could just be a delusion. Like, she might have actually been having miscarriages, but he thought he was training her to be able to have miscarriages on command, but that's like not what was happening at all.
It's just
You know
very
what I mean?
strange. Yeah, I mean, it's just very weird. Like
I think
this whole concept.
we'll see.
is
We'll
very
see.
weird.
It could just be like that he was delusional. You know what I mean? Like, he
Yeah.
thought that that's what was happening.
That he was delusional or she was.
That they were both delusional, but he was like giving her this delusion that like eventually when he does this enough times, like she'll start automatically like rejecting pregnancies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
so
like,
that he
that's
could justify doing
that's
it
not
every-
actually what happened.
Right,
You
right,
know?
right, right.
he kept trying to get me to sleep with men off Whisper and everything, making posts about
Ew,
it.
off
and
Whisper.
Just
That's
eventually I was
disgusting.
like, no, I'm not gonna do that shit. Fuck no. And
Wait, why'd you go forward?
Because I'm going to my timestamps. We
So,
can't sit here and watch the whole 4 or 5 hour interview.
Meeting him in person was going to be like.
I wanted to hear the rest of that
What was your
though.
vision?
Okay.
It's okay.
one, and they came out and 911 because Whisper and everything, making posts about it, and eventually I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that shit. Fuck no. And you know, I had feelings for him at the time, and I was like, that's me cheating on you. I'm not okay with that. And like a few days after I gave him that firm no, he was like, Leviathans are coming after you. You gotta get out. Yeah. he like rushed me down to the gazebo that was in his neighborhood and had me use the phone that didn't have service on it that he had given me to call 911, because all phones can still do that even if you don't have service. And I called 911 and they came out and we're sitting there writing a little report, and Camden comes up as though he was just some guy in the neighborhood that always saw me there and would bring me food. You know, playing as though I hadn't been living with him for 3.5 months at that point.
Oh my god.
Fucking yeah. So he told me to go into a foster home or a group home and not come back to Texas.
God,
Okay,
that sounds
now you can skip
both
forward.
mentally and physically traumatic.
Well, now we're at the
Yeah.
timestamp.
So what did you think the group was going to be like, or meeting him in person was going to be like, as opposed to what actually happened? Like, what was your vision?
I just thought I was going to be protected, and that, you know, I was going to fall in love with him and maybe start a family with him one day, because that's something that he kept saying. But instead of receiving love and actual care, I received physical abuse. I received sexual assault. There was one time he even tried to kill me.
Tell us about that.
So he was like, he would beat me under the guise of trying to train me to fight. Saying
Okay,
you
so this is where it gets to be like fan fiction kind of sounding to me. I'm not saying that it necessarily didn't happen. We don't know anything, but this part is just sounding a little crazy to me. Doesn't it?
He beat her to train her to fight. That is crazy.
Well, also just the fact that she's like, oh, Andy tried to kill me one time. You know, it's like, it makes me question, like, is she saying all this stuff because she's not getting any pushback and she wants to see, like, how much further she can go, or...
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just very, very odd. I mean, obviously, like, this very well could have happened, and we're probably never going to get an answer.
Well, if she was so brainwashed and, like, she really didn't know what was going on, like, all kinds of crazy shit could have happened. There's all kinds of weird shit that happens in cults. I don't know why, like, if he had so many people under him, why did she get so much attention from him? I guess because she was one of the first, from what it seems like.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait.
Oh,
I had
no.
kratom stuck in my mouth. We need more people that we can roast on stream. Fuck fat people.
I'm gonna protect myself.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know, because of these
Slash
Leviathans or whatever,
S.
like whatever was the enemy at that point in time. I
Slash
don't even know.
J.
Slash J.
But he like started getting a
No,
little.
I
too-
seriously want more bullying targets on stream. I like this girl. I don't want to bully her.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to find more people to shit on stream, because I had a lot of fun shitting on that insane psycho bitch from fucking the Minecraft speedrun community.
Yeah, are there any updates with that?
Oh my god. Oh, we were gonna investigate her Twitter. Oh my god. Wait, we should actually
Wait,
do
but didn't
that.
Didn't we already investigate her?
Yeah, but to see if there's any updates, you just said.
Oh, okay.
We can look through her Twitter and see what's going on with her. I would love to see if Illumina responded to that too. That would be really funny. All right, after this we'll do that. Oh, we also have the Amberlynn thing, but
with it.
Oh,
And
I have
eventually
a
he
story,
picked
a
up,
short
like,
story
a
too.
stone
Okay,
vase
good.
that like was this fucking
is
big.
this something you're gonna forget if you don't write it down?
No,
or-
it's-
okay.
Really simple.
So that was like almost.
I don't
a
have much to
60-pound
say about
vase.
it. I don't know much
And he was
about
trying
it.
to swing it at my fucking head. And so I haul ass into the room and everything. He drops it and tries to like pin me to the wall. And all I remember is like dodging underneath him, him turning around, and there was so much adrenaline pumping through my fucking body. I lifted this fucking 200-pound man and threw him into the fucking wall. The
Oh
bed was
my
against the wall, so
God,
he hit the
what?
wall, fell onto the bed
So
slightly off of
doesn't it sound like fan fiction at this point? I don't know.
I mean, adrenaline can make you do that, but that's like very rare.
No, absolutely. And like it might like
That is crazy.
we have no way of knowing like if this could be true. This could be totally true. It's just the way that she's presenting it sounds like a story. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like fanfic more than like this is not how you would describe like a real fight. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know.
it. So he rolled off, and I kicked him so hard I sprained my
Yeah, just in the way that she's describing it. Okay, I'm not saying that it's not true.
fucking ankle. After that, he stopped physically abusing me because he realized I could fight back if I needed to. And I think that was also another motivation to push me out the way that he did, because it was getting to the point where I was like, dude, what the fuck? You can't put your hands on me like that.
Thank you. How we doing? We still rolling? Do you want to take a break?
Yes.
All right, let's cut. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Was I too close last time?
No.
Okay. I'll get just a little closer. All right. All right, this is daily life. Could you describe? Wait, are we all good? Yeah. Good. They're rolling. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna jump to, let's see, what are we at right now? We're 38, 40, 41, 27.
So when I lived
Oh,
with
that's
him,
right
it was
here.
just consistent. Oh, here's a little bit of food, work out. Here's you some water, drink a shit ton of water. Like, just focusing on health for some reason. And there were a lot of times where I wouldn't shower for days on end because he didn't want me getting caught or whatever, even though his mom and brother would be gone a lot of the time.
Oh, that's right. So this
Getting
was
caught?
all in his parents' house apparently.
Oh, what the
So
what?
my question is, how were there hundreds of people in his parents' house, and how
Well,
how
and a
did they
wife,
like
Well, a wife too. Like maybe this was like
how was
earlier.
he how was he hiding this many people?
and
that
he
lived
had
in his
like
house.
wait, well, I don't think they all lived there, but like still, that's a lot
But
of people
why
to
would
hide.
you like get caught taking a shower
There
if
came
your
some
parents
days where
live
he
there?
literally would not give me food, like actual food. Like there was like 3 or 4 days where he would sit there and only let me eat saltines and drink water.
What the fuck?
I honestly don't even know. Maybe he was trying to make me lose weight or something. Maybe more appealing to whoever he was trying to traffic me to. Um, what else? A lot of like, sexual assault and everything. Me kind of being coerced into it and everything, into doing things that I did not want to do. He tried to force anal multiple times, and hell no. And then there was also one weird time where I was showering and he came in, opened the curtain, and pissed on me
Ah!
because as a
Jesus
werewolf, he said
fucking
he needed to
Christ.
mark me.
Oh,
Oh
my
my-
god!
Oh my god, I wanted to puke. Now, when I hear about piss kinks, I'm like, ugh, because that's all I can think about.
Jesus.
I need to
he also
mark
did that to the
you.
other girl that was there.
That was
in person.
awesome.
I need to mark you. I'm here for my marking.
She didn't live with us, but they had gone to school together, and she had just gone back to her parents from being in a foster home. But yeah, he was into some weird shit. He would sit there and bite me all the time, saying that he needed to bite me for my transformation, because at that point, when I was living with him, I was supposed to be a werewolf instead of a vampire. And then later on, he changed it to I was both. Yeah, day-to-day life was just, it breezed by, honestly. There was really nothing outstanding about it. Like, I just watched movies and shows and shit, and worked out when he made me, ate when I was able. There was one point I was pissing in jars,
Uh.
because he wouldn't let me go out of the room. Yeah, so I'd sit there and I'd piss in jars, and then I'd pour it out the window.
Ew.
Was he
Holy
walking around
fuck.
by yourself or with him? Or?
It was a lot of the times with him, but other times he would just go out into the living room and watch TV and make me watch something on the phone. So yeah,
What the
the
fuck?
other thing that really happened was, the abuse, the physical and sexual abuse,
So in person, it was just like living with a loser.
pretty much.
And none of like the fantastical stuff.
No.
Okay, so that was all online.
Yeah.
That's
Wait. So
So I-
most of the fantastical stuff was online. In person,
Yeah.
it was a normal existence. But didn't he talk about that stuff with her all the time? Like, he talked about marking her and like that she was
No,
a
yeah, but
werewolf.
I'm
That was
saying-
all when she was there in person.
I think he's saying that like she didn't witness any miracles or anything. Like she didn't witness any fantasy,
Oh.
any evidence of like real fantasy stuff going on. Obviously.
So what was the day-to-day online like? Like what were the scenarios he would put you all through?
So like I said, if anybody ever left, they were automatically deemed an enemy of the group. So he would mostly do that, like, to keep us in line, like make us delete the accounts, make new accounts and shit. So if we weren't in crisis mode, clearing everything out, we were just encouraged to encourage our little packs to go off on Whisper and try to find more members. So it was consistently trying to find as many people as
Weird.
possible that wanted to join and bringing them in and indoctrinating them. And after I realized what was going on, it was so difficult to participate in it.
So a lot of it was recruitment.
Yes.
What was his motive?
Maybe sexual
Literally an
gratification.
MLM.
There was one point where he did
Yeah.
send CP of me,
Ah.
like sent it to some dude on Kick. He was sending it for money, but then the dude never paid him. So, but he would get that. He would get nudes and stuff from the other minors. I don't know exactly what he did with them. There's a possibility he could have been selling them. Maybe he just kept them for himself after that, but the probability of that is probably low.
Very weird.
So
So
I
if she is saying that this guy has CP on his phone, don't you think the cops would care about that? Like,
well,
if she goes to the
she came forward with this, he probably has deleted it all by now.
Well, she said that she went to the cops privately first before this was a public spectacle, and that they ghosted her.
To be absolutely fair though, like cops just randomly like don't give a shit about random things.
Oh, totally. But don't you think that like with something serious like a guy who's like sexually like grooming a bunch of people and has committed multiple sexual assaults and has CP, you don't think that that's like, I feel like that's definitely a worthy, like I feel like a cop would care about that more than a lot of other things.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
See, I just can't say for sure what they would care about,
Yeah.
you know?
really don't know why he was so adamant about gathering pictures of all of us. If it wasn't sexual, then it was to blackmail us.
How did he maintain control and manipulate you all?
He would get all of us onto a call and just start screaming at us. Screaming just so much about nonsense that we don't understand what we're in trouble for, but, he quelled all that with just the fear of, oh shit, he's yelling at us, he's screaming at us. And he would do that very frequently. Like I said, he did that when he was trying to convince my girlfriend at the time that I was cheating on her with my friend. And then he would also, like, if we have had loved ones that have like passed away or whatever, or in my particular case, him knowing that I had 4 miscarriages while I was with him, he would sit there and say, "Oh well, your baby's soul will go to hell, and then your great grandmother's soul will go to hell." Like,
Oh my
just trying to
Jesus
manipulate us
Christ.
that deep with people that we genuinely loved and genuinely cared about. Like, my girlfriend's person that he would use against her was one of her friends who had passed away, and it was like really heartbreaking at first, like thinking that he could actually do that. But with the whole, oh, he's God or he's the son of God or whatever, you know, we didn't know what to expect at first. Until of course we started seeing the bullshit, and then we're like, I mean, yeah, that kind of stings, but you can't really do that. I don't know.
What were some of the beliefs or practices of the cult that you now realize were harmful?
For one, mentally manipulating us. One thing that he did was he tried to get like multiple girls in the group to be in a relationship with him. Like, he basically wanted a harem. And he would just sit there and love bomb everyone, and, you know, make everyone think, oh, it's really gonna happen. Oh, we're all gonna get together.
He watched one of those animes.
Yeah, he literally isekai.
Oh, damn, I wish that were me.
Then if one of us did something he didn't like, he'd just dump us and never consider it ever again. And then he would use those other feelings to kind of play with them over time, being like, oh, maybe we'll get back together.
So they're super manipulative.
Yes, very manipulative, very, very much into using everything you feel against you. And he learned our emotions so well, it was terrifying.
Was he good at pinning y'all against each other, or would y'all like get the idea that he's a piece of shit and you shouldn't listen to him?
At first, when he started trying to pin us against each other, it did work. But later on, after he, when I was back in Texas, he had sexually assaulted Kayla, the other girl that was there in person. And she reported him to the police, and nothing happened. So she left. Myself and my girlfriend at the time, we were like, okay, well, let's stay and collect evidence at this point. Like, something will need to be done eventually. So we stayed longer, and that's when we really started seeing, like, how he really tried to pin everybody against one another. Oh, well, so-and-so said that you said this. And
Wait. Okay, hold on.
What?
So, she says the only reason that she stayed there for a while was to collect evidence. So she knew it was bullshit for a long time. But he was still able to convince her to leave the house and call 911 under the guise of Leviathans are coming for you.
Oh.
So
That's
she wasn't
interesting.
buying it, but she still bought it enough. Like, I don't know. That's just a weird detail.
That is interesting. Or maybe she knew that there weren't actual Leviathans, but she figured she should probably get out of there because he doesn't want her there anymore.
I just would leave and not call 911. Like, why would you? I don't know. I don't know. That's really weird.
I don't know. That's a good catch.
If you knew that he was manipulating you, then why did you go along with it at that point?
That's really weird.
Why did you get kicked out? You could have just collected data and left when you were ready, right?
he would, like, accuse us of things we definitely didn't do, but he would convince us that somehow we did. And it was so confusing because it's like, well, he tried to say that one of the other survivors, he had, you know, lured her in with the whole other person after she left. The alias was Giomara. He, like...
Demon.
he just sat there and manipulated her so much. Oh, yeah, the group is evil, and everything. And then she disappeared one day, and that girl came back. Well, she sat there during a call that he had with myself, my girlfriend, her, she was technically our daughter, and, like, maybe 2 other people, and sat there screaming and saying, yeah, I've got the screenshots. You said that you wanted her dead. Like, saying this about the girl that was talking to Giamara. And he was like, yeah, no, she wants to kill you. She wants to kill you. And that was like, what the fuck? And it got to the point where she believed that she had actually done it. And it was just so heartbreaking watching him do that to someone.
This was the guy's wallpaper. This was the guy's phone wallpaper when he was running the vampire cult.
Wait, you're joking, right?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Okay, but that is true.
He had
feel like he loved this guy.
What would his computer wallpaper be? Let's see. No, he had. Okay, this was.
Oh
his
my
phone
god,
wallpaper.
that is so true.
Like a boss.
And, like, later on realizing what it
This whole cult, it seems so autistic.
It's
sorry.
crazy.
It's absurd. Like, I can't believe that real people think these things and, like, can, like...
Well, apparently most of them weren't there in person, so maybe they weren't taking it that serious. I don't know. I don't get it.
Just very weird. Like,
And why Whisper? Why was this all on Whisper and Kick?
And, yeah, like he said, what's the point of recruiting all these new members?
Yeah.
really was that was going on, because at first we were like, what? And then after that we were like, well, why didn't he send the pictures then? Why didn't he send the screenshots? Because they don't exist. So he just sat there and overwhelmed us to the point that we just would believe anything just to get out of that call. Yeah, so the pinning everyone against each other was a very, very frequent thing that he did. Like, especially after I left and he convinced that one girl that I somehow stole her money. Like, that was obviously, like,
Okay, we're
heavy
gonna go
manipulation.
to 105:45.
Is there anything you want to watch in this last timestamp before we do that?
I'm skipping from this to this.
I know. Never mind.
I literally just said, hey,
Wait.
I'm not feeling.
How did you manage to leave the group? What was the process?
I literally just
How did
said,
you manage
hey,
to
I'm not
leave
feeling
the
this.
group?
And was like, I'm gonna leave.
To him or to the group?
Didn't you get kicked
Well, yeah,
out,
I
though?
thought she got kicked
Yeah.
out.
And when I like officially left, I guess the spy that was in my pack like showed him everything because I was like, guys, I'm leaving now, so we all need to get out. Well, that person pulled everybody that was in that group chat into a separate one where he had like talked to them and was like, no, she's lying, you know, and showed them like the fake screenshots where you know, myself and others were lying or whatever. And I just remember it was 4th of July and I had left like that morning, and the rest of the day I was out with family like at a pool, and I was just like, fuck. That was like the moment my heart realized like he never fucking loved me. He hurt me in so many different ways. He's going to be hurting all these other kids because I couldn't get them out. And that was the roughest feeling in the world. Like, oh my god, like, I even snuck around, found a jello shot, went to the bathroom, fucking popped that bitch. I was like, this ain't gonna do anything to me right now, but it's okay. It's fine. I'll be fine. It's a jello shot. And just kind of focused on, like, trying to hang out with my family. But it was just an empty feeling, realizing that.
I would like to know, like, what her family thought of all this, and like if she talked
Well,
to them
she
about
didn't
it and
have very
everything.
much close family, remember?
I understand, yeah, but she still ran away from her family. Like
Mhm.
the people that she ran away from.
Everything was.
I want to know how,
everything he said was a lie,
logistically,
and
like,
that
how does
he made
this
me
shit
complicit
work?
in
Like,
luring other people in for him to hurt,
how many people live
and
there?
then dealing with the trauma.
What are
of
they
that too. Like,
doing? Like, what do they believe? Like, how is he convincing them? Like, I just
Yeah.
feel like she's leaving out. We have been skipping around though, so maybe.
No, it was. I remember when I watched through this on Chud's stream, it was pretty. Like the details are very foggy. It's kind of unclear. That's not
it was
necessarily a sign that it's like not real,
Yeah.
but it just is very confusing to me. Yeah, like you said, I would like to know what was their day-to-day life like and all that stuff. Well, not just that, but like who
Well,
was
not just,
who was
like-
living at the house? Why did they have to hide sometimes? Was everyone talking about this stuff in real life, or was it only on Kick?
Mm-hmm. Why were they collecting more people? Like, was he abusing all of them, or did he only talk to a few of them in person? Like,
Yeah.
how many people were actually physically involved with him? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
time.
insane.
It took a
There's
real long time
so
to come
much
to terms
that
with it.
is unanswered in this still.
It took me about 3-4 months before I started having nightmares. And like most of them I couldn't remember. There were a few times where I had night terrors of the abuse and everything, and waking up in a cold sweat. I get freaked out when I hear like knocking on doors still. Like it just reminds me of him banging on the door when I'd lock him out.
When you would
and,
lock
like,
him
what?
out?
Like especially people yelling at me. People start yelling at me, I'll either go stone face or get like verbally like hostile. Like I will yell if I feel like I'm being threatened. Because of everything that he did, I've become very like reactive in situations.
So sorry to hear all that.
It's so awkward when he apologizes.
Okay, you want to keep going or do you need a break?
Let's keep going.
Did you receive any help from external sources like family, friends, organizations while leaving?
My family didn't know that I had left until a few months later because Camden had lured Carrie back in, and I was in the process of contacting some members that I knew were still in it. I was contacting their families, letting them know what was really going on. And there was like a thing on Wattpad that my then ex-girlfriend that she had posted to like. It was one of those things where it was like, oh hey, if you want this, this, and this in life, join this group. This is the kick, or this is where you can get into contact with someone. And that day was absolutely wild. So someone had like asked if my ex was still in the group, and she was like, no, and don't seek it out. It's a cult. Well, I guess someone had been keeping an eye on it because all of a sudden, here come some of their members that are kids, threatening to literally kill some of us, saying that one of them was like, if I really wanted to kill you, I'd find you and slit your throat or something like that.
Jesus.
And then Camden himself was messaging saying that, oh, the group was so like they were trying to cause drama, these ladies, and then after we removed them, everything was civil, and now they're trying to bother people's families, like trying to play the fucking victim. And then he got Carrie on there, and this girl sat there after. So right before I left the cult, I had dated this other girl after I broke up with this other with the girl that was in the cult. She was like heavily on drugs at the time, like meth and shit. And you know, I thought I liked her at
Yeah,
first, and
meth.
then after a week, I was like, I'm not really
Based.
feeling it. So you know, we broke up and everything. We never really spoke after that. Well, in Carrie's message, she was like, yeah, her and I share an ex, and even she agrees that she's batshit crazy. And I'm like, what? And she's like, she's a liar. She always has been a liar. And I don't know why she's on friends' pages. And she, at the very end of her message, she literally was like, tell her to stop, because if she doesn't, I'll file a police report. And I know where her family lives, and I know where she, and she wrote my 3-4-year-old sister's name, was like, I know where she and her sister live, and if she doesn't, if she's not careful, I'll be seeing them both very soon. Fucking threatening a child. Like, he was legitimately trying to do anything to silence us, even on that small scale. And it was like, it was really difficult seeing like literal children threatening us because they didn't understand the extent of what they were really in. Ugh.
So they're like fully indoctrinated.
Yes.
I wonder if there's some like evidence of that Wattpad stuff, or maybe some of the Whisper stuff.
Yeah.
You would think there would be like remnants of that. I don't know how Whisper works. I don't know if they delete stuff after a while, but Wattpad definitely doesn't. I'd be very curious.
What Wattpad is.
It's like a fan fiction writing app.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
dude.
it's very.
These people are all
2014.
into fan fiction, and they're
Well, it's like Wattpad, Kick, and Whisper are like the dark trifecta of like the 2010s. It's pretty funny.
what if this guy was just doing like a next level ARG? It's like, I'm making a real immersive
Oh my
ARG
God,
experience
dude.
where you join a cult. Oh, that would be really funny.
You're at home or with him?
I was at home.
Okay. How long after that?
No, officer, I sexually assaulted her as part of my ARG. It wasn't real.
It was performance art.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. I wasn't doing it because
Like,
I
it wasn't-
wanted to.
I was doing it
It
ironically.
was right before I was moved from my group home, from my foster home to my group home. That was the night where he had induced my last miscarriage. Like, he had convinced me to have someone bring me to his house. He beat me and then raped me, and then after that, like, he made me like sneak phones in the group home to continue like talking in the group chats when I was at school. But yeah, that was the last time I ever saw him in person.
And how long was that from when you officially left?
That was about a year. Like, I know I spent a whole Christmas in there. God, I want to say it was like 2017, 2018. Like I said, the
No
time
way,
was
look at
right
this.
That's fine. So
Fortnite is posting a holy shit. Fortnite is posting a short about the new skin that
Oh my
premieres in 2 hours,
gosh.
and they made a Family Guy like animated skit. Wait, let's see. Let me pull it up. They actually had the Family Guy like fucking animators do the little Fortnite guy.
That's amazing.
So funny.
you did all that. Your pass is an
Dude,
official-
so there was a leak. I can't show you guys the leak on stream, obviously, because it's copyright. They would definitely DMCA it. There's a Fortnite leak. You can find it on Twitter that shows the new season. It's coming up. The movement looks so cool. So there's like wall climbing. There's like parkour. There's like you know how like you couldn't like hurdle over things. I think they're adding that back.
That's nice.
And then it showed the Peter Griffin skin, and it's like buff Peter Griffin. It's like he's like slim and like muscular, and then it's just like his fat ass head. It's really funny. That I'm definitely gonna buy that fucking skin and make him do the gritty.
You should do a Fortnite stream.
Maybe.
We should both do one.
I honestly I feel like this is much better content than like any of my old gaming streams were.
You don't have to do it 100% of the time though. Like,
I know, but
just
for this channel,
funsies.
I have a specific like thing that I want to do. You know what I mean? Like I could do gaming streams on like a second channel or something.
Oh, come on. Who cares? You can just
like I
delete
said,
the
after
VOD
he had,
after.
Yeah, I
things
guess
started
so.
to like not really add up, and we started questioning everything. I was still kind of in the hopes that one day maybe he would want to get back into a relationship with me. I was just so convinced that he
I
was
just
the
feel
only
like
person I
gaming
loved.
content gets so boring. Like,
I
why would
feel
you
like-
watch
I
me
feel like
play
a
games?
lot of your viewers like they watch you to play games.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to just maintain the same like viewers that I have. I'm trying to like make certain content that I like making. Like,
Yeah. But don't you have fun gaming? Like it's just fun little. It's just for fun.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
not like you're.
I know, but like I'm just saying like I think in terms of like making like entertaining stuff, I think that having things to talk about specifically on stream and like go over is like more fun. At least for me, it's more fun to talk about drama and stuff right now than it is to just play Minecraft and reset seeds and talk about random shit.
So I was like just kind of in there because I was like, well, fuck it. Maybe one day he'll see how great I am. Maybe one day he'll decide that I really am the one.
Oh, what's the next timestamp, by the
And
way?
then
Okay,
he
105.
like sexually assaulted Kayla.
It's-
and
no,
that
it's
was when I was
three-
like,
Not
okay,
for a
no,
while,
that's,
yeah.
That's fucked.
Okay, so sorry, I'm just putting it all together in my head.
It's okay.
You see him, and then you leave to you're being moved from your group home to foster home.
I'm gonna
Also
mark
moved to
right
group home.
here because if we finish
It
this,
was
we might go
about
back
2
here.
hours north of where I was staying, which was
I'm still kind of interested in this, but I don't want to do a 3-4 hour stream. So let's see, 3:36, 15.
Yeah, you have to go back a ways.
Mic test real quick.
check.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, from Survivor A. I was 13 when Camden Gerard Davis lured me into his online cult. He strung me in with many other girls, most of whom were pre-teenage children, having no belief in the spiritual or religion. I was curious to see online group discussions regarding the supernatural on sites like Whisper. I made a post asking for someone to explain things to me, and a response from a recruiter came. That was all it took for me to become trapped in a nightmare, which cost me my identity,
Wait,
autonomy,
so-
and safety.
No, hold on. Wait, is this another person?
Different person, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think. Wait.
Once
You
invited
should
to a
go
group chat
back.
on Kik, I became immersed in conversation really that I can think of. I think
Yeah, we're rolling on.
No, it's still her, right? Because it's the red hair.
It's still her. It's
Fuck
her
you, I
voice
survived.
for sure. But like, I don't know if she's
Oh, she's
reading.
okay. She's reading
someone
from Survivor
else's.
A. Okay.
Okay.
Love it.
I was gonna say she did not get in that way.
Mic test real quick.
check.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right, from Survivor A. I was 13 when Camden Gerard Davis lured me into his online cult. He strung me in with many other girls, most of whom were pre-teenage children, having no belief in the spiritual or religion. I was curious to see online group discussions regarding the supernatural on sites like Whisper. I made a post asking for someone to explain things to me, and a response from a recruiter came. That was all it took for me to become trapped in a nightmare, which cost me my identity, autonomy, and safety. Once invited to a group chat on Kik, I became immersed in conversations that led to learning about this group that confidently believed in the supernatural. They confidently proclaimed themselves to be a found family of vampires, werewolves, and other magical beings, all called upon by God. Camden presented himself as the head of this family and seemed to have an answer for every question about the supernatural I could ask. He taught us all about his supposed connection with God, that he could speak directly to him and knew the truths of the world. At first, I thought the situation was funny, but quickly fell in love with the rich world Camden had woven for us and the new family I was forming. We were told that there were demons and religious fanatics that would come after us, but were promised knowledge and, most importantly, a family and divine connections. I was told that through the emotional bonds I was forming with the people there, I too was becoming a vampire. This thrilled me. When I felt dissatisfied with my life, I escaped to my phone to be a part of this little family that happened to have a divine purpose assigned by God to protect and serve.
Cookies? Which cookies?
Madeline's.
Yeah, there's no more. But you can have like there's the chocolate and then there's Pokey
Humanity. Camden did
or
not
Pocky.
usually do the work of recruiting people on his own, but instead used the children he had tricked into following him to bring other children in. When an argument broke out between Spencer and I was kicked out. People being removed occurred regularly over varying matters, and sometimes people would be added back, but this time was different. I believed I'd be gone for good. Getting kicked out meant losing your connections to God and thus your magic, and you would become like a ghost to the family. To think I'd gotten so lucky to find all these people and then lose it all in an instant hurt like hell. I only had one person I could go to, an account I had been introduced to previously as Camden's deceased sister, which he had claimed was run by her spirit. There, I was instructed to connect with another account, a woman claiming to be a witch named Giamara. I later pieced together this was more than likely Camden under a false identity. In our conversation, she claimed she could make me a vampire again, and I would be welcomed back into the family with more people I would bring in. She told me can't say that name. She told me one of the girls was furious with me in addition to Spencer and was even trying to kill me to prevent me from coming back because there could only be one leader of the vampires, which I would become if I were to return. I could hardly believe it. She said she was willing to use her magic to help me, but doing magic like that could be dangerous on my body, and she needed to evaluate it to make sure I could handle the transformation. I was 14 at this time. From then on, using this account, Camden Gerard Davis sexually abused me repeatedly for several months. As part of this evaluation, she instructed me to send multiple pictures and videos of myself nude. At first, I said no. When she insisted this was the only way, I asked if I could keep my underwear on. She said no. I said I was insecure about my body, and she said, "Do you want me to compliment you or something?" She promised me that no one else would see it and that she saw that kind of thing every day. It was this or lose everything. So I did it. I thought after a few,
my
it would be enough,
God.
but she wanted to see between my legs. Each time I thought it would be the last time, but she always needed more. Giamara stressed again that I needed protection from the other girl, and in order to be spiritually protected from her, I needed to go to Georgia to have sex with Camden. That was out of the question for me. I had no driver's license or knowledge of how to get there. She tried convincing me to steal my parents' cars and to just use a map. I was terrified of getting pregnant. She said I'd need to take birth control pills and undergo a ritual, which she had me perform then. I was to use my menstrual blood to write symbols on my body and then cut myself and drink the blood from the wound. I obeyed. She said she also needed money. She asked for about $500 for the spell's equipment. I mailed $200 to the address she gave me. She still wanted me to have sex with Camden. I told her once I turned 18 I could comply with anything, but it was impossible as of then. She told me she had another idea and told me to get a toothbrush. She instructed me to make a movie of myself putting it inside and to pretend it was Camden, claiming I needed to prepare myself for him. I was frightened doing this because it hurt. I felt gross every time, but this was my only connection back, and after all the other things I had already done, how could I throw it all away now? I didn't want to disappoint the only person willing to help me. I did this as many times as she requested until it became too much for me and I asked if I could stop. Instead, she had me record myself masturbating for her in other ways, and this went on for 6 months. Giamara told me to reach out to the other girl and apologize and that we could make amends and I would be let back in. I did this, and during this conversation with her, she told me what happened to her after I left. She had revealed that Camden, under no false identity, made her perform similar sexual favors for him over video. He claimed she needed to do so because I was trying to kill her. Spencer told me to stop talking with Giamara. When I tried confronting Camden about this and tried to clear the air that I made no threats to he screamed at me we need to blur her name out. He screamed at me, calling me names, and claimed everything was my fault. He said he knew everything that happened because he had someone spying on me. Camden insisted that I did threaten her, and berated and manipulated me into confessing, saying I most likely did it in a fit
Why do they need to blur this person's name out?
of anger and no
I
longer
don't get
remembered.
that.
He said if I just admitted it, everything would go back to normal, but he couldn't deal
I'm talking to my stream.
with liars. Camden claimed to have a special ability to hear people's heartbeats and know if they were lying, and he would use this to say I was a liar. Stressed and terrified that perhaps I was dealing with something too large, I told him I wanted to leave at this point, and he said I wouldn't do that if I were you. He didn't explain why, but it was enough to scare me straight, so I went back. Things went back to normal until an unknown account called Hush Hush directly messaged Spencer some photos and videos of me, the ones I had sent to Giamara. Hush Hush threatened to put it all on porn sites and social media unless they were allowed to speak with me. When Spencer reported this to me, I was mortified. I tried leaving the group again, this time by leaving the family group chat without a word. I felt so broken and lost, I wanted to run far away, to die. Anything to make it all go away. I was scared that if I talked to this person, they might make me put on more shows for them. If I didn't, my body and the things I was tricked into doing would be for everyone to see. I considered telling my parents, but I was too ashamed. How could I explain all of this to them? How could I face them? Spencer told Hush Hush she would call the police if they didn't leave me alone. I didn't want to tell the police because
This
I feared
is
the
like
situation
a
involved supernatural
really
forces beyond my
compelling
power, and they would
part
also
of
get
the
my parents.
story.
Yeah,
Then
this is
Camden called me.
insane.
He
I
said that
didn't
if
see
came
this
back, I
part
would be
yet.
protected by angels and all of this would disappear. He said my time was running out. I complied and went back. He later claimed to have found the source, explaining that someone hacked GMR's phone. He said he found them and destroyed their phones. It's like it never happened, he told me. Everything changed when Spencer told us Camden had raped Kayla when she visited him. I wasn't sure what to believe anymore. Up until this point, Camden had framed himself as my protector, my older brother. He saved me from people taking advantage of me and prevented the videos from getting out. But I couldn't ignore this. Once word got out that we were planning on leaving again, Camden called me, offering clarity. He told me Spencer was sabotaging things for me again, as she had a strained relationship with him. He told me about how much he cared about me, that Spencer was a bad influence for me, since we had gotten kicked out together many times because of quarrels. He said that he couldn't wait for the day when all of the lies would be gone, when we would meet in person, and he could already see me at the airport giving him a hug. I bought into this. The other girl and Spencer left. I stayed behind.
How the
Camden
fuck did she
continued showering
buy
me with more
into
affection
this
than
when
before.
he
told me I was
wanted
his
to have
favorite, but not
sex
tell anyone
with
about
her?
it. He said he was proud of me. He said I was destined to do great things, and that I was an
Giamara
amazing
said
leader.
like that he had to go to meet Camden in person to have sex when she was
Yeah,
14. It's
so
like, why would you
because
see that as your older brother?
because he framed it as Giamara was him, but she thought that it was a different person.
Oh.
So he was like, he was literally like her savior, according to him. He's
So-
like, yeah, I
that
fixed.
that Giamara bitch is crazy.
I kept,
like,
yeah, I kept your videos from getting leaked and posted on porn sites. Aren't you glad I saved you? And I
Wow.
really care about
But
you.
did he say that like the him wanting to have sex with her thing was a lie, or was
He
it?
said no. He didn't say that he wanted to have sex with her.
I know,
She
but-
said Giamara
I
said
know, but like, did he say that Giamara was lying about that?
no.
You see what I mean? So he. Do you see what I'm saying? Here?
So
Like,
he tried doing it this way. He
I
didn't agree to
understand.
have
No,
sex.
I know what actually happened, but did he say that? Oh, that Giamara girl is or person is crazy. Like, I don't want to actually have sex with you. I'm your older brother. You see what I mean? Like,
he was just acting like he saved her from that. Like,
from
yeah,
what?
from her, like the crazy bitch.
I know, but
Yeah.
like, did he? I'm saying, like, how could you view someone as your older brother when someone is like, oh, he wants to have sex with you?
She didn't
wants to
say
see
he
you.
wants to have sex with you. She said you have to have sex with him to save yourself. He didn't say that, according to her.
But so he claimed that was a lie, or like, I'm just like, that's just so crazy to me. I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't say that in
I-
this. It just says what I said.
Over and over, he told me he loved me. It was intoxicating. Whenever I felt depressed or paranoid because of what happened with Giamara, he comforted me. He reassured me it was all over, but he took care of it.
Dude,
But it
he's
can
so
never be that way for me.
crusty. I don't
couldn't
get
stop
how
thinking
he had
about
all
it.
these
My mental
girls
health
like
declined since
fawning
I had
over
nothing
him.
to do
I
after
know.
being exploited and none of my friends. What once felt like my safe place felt like a prison. By pure chance, I ran into an article about cults, and it led me down a rabbit hole of research. I knew what I needed to do then. I told Camden I had to leave because of all the mental stress I was under. I told him I needed help because of what happened to me. He warned that my parents would take my phone away. Nevertheless, he wished me goodbye. That was the last time I spoke to him. Fast forward to some years later, and I went to therapy where I shared my experience. I came to accept it was Camden who solicited me. I was diagnosed with PTSD and battled with it, and I've battled with it to this day. It took a
Wow.
while for me to unlearn what he taught me and to find my own beliefs about the world. But there's not a day where I don't think about it. Being led into that kind of delusion and being used as a result, it made me feel like I lost a piece of me. Every time I look at my body, it is a reminder of what was used for his gratification. My relationships with my parents and friends have been hurt because I don't always feel like I can talk about what happened. It's lonely. I trusted the wrong person and it cost me something I can never get back. For those listening who have experienced something similar, know you are not alone and your trauma is valid. It gets better with time. If you're a child using the internet, remember you can never be too careful. I hope my story and this podcast can serve as a reminder about the importance of internet safety and teaching kids to protect themselves.
Wow.
Jesus. Okay, we're gonna go to 354, 55. This is the last one right here. Last segment.
You have to go forward a little bit.
I know.
Clearly it does happen, correct?
People
It's
are
on
insane
2X.
YouTube. Oh my god, how can someone not believe that?
They don't want me to be right.
People are groomed on YouTube.
Whack. Okay, let me find Kayla's testimony.
We're good? Alright. Let me check the
Yeah, you may want to go ahead and change that over.
11 minutes. Do we have time for that?
Okay, so this is another person's testimony.
I do not think so.
Not think so?
I think just to be safe, we should change it.
We're rolling? Yeah, can we do a quick mic check?
Check.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right.
Alright, let's do it.
So, Survivor C. I had just graduated high school, and during that time, I was a very lost soul due to severe depression. I also had just been diagnosed with a learning disability, which in turn made my mind extremely innocent. Even though I was 18, my mind was stuck at being 13. It was also caused by a very traumatic hit in my life when I was 12. I found this website called Experience Project where people from all over the world could connect through shared experiences. At that time, I was really into supernatural world and decided to look up experiences about it. I came across someone's post about them recruiting members to be turned into vampires and werewolves, which intrigued me. I wasn't sure if it was
one of
possible, and I was
those.
skeptical,
I want one
but I
of
was so
those.
lost back then that I
What?
thought that this might be my chance at finding
I
my
want
purpose
to
in
make
life.
one of those.
I commented on the post.
What
I
it
can't remember
was?
what it was, but the author of the post ended up sending me
Oh.
a private message and told me to add
Should
her
have
on
told
Kik.
me. I would have made you one.
No, I didn't know that
Thanks,
you were
that was
having.
nice.
It's fine. Forgot that we had those.
I thought that's
She
what
added me
you
to this
meant.
group chat filled with teens who wanted to
No,
become
like-
supernatural.
You want to just split this with
She
me?
told us that her brother was the king of all werewolves and vampires, and that he could turn us into them. But we had to take this weird quiz that they made to see if we were eligible. I took the quiz and somehow passed it, and through there she introduced me to Camden. I immediately asked him for proof because I had a hard time believing what he was claiming. He laughed it off and said, "Okay, I'll send you proof." He sent me a video of his eyes and teeth shifting into a werewolf. I somehow believed it, and seeing it actually scared me a little. He ended up liking me and added me into another group chat where I met Spencer. Her and I became extremely close, practically besties. Later on, for some reason, my cousin had gotten involved, and Camden got mad at her because she was trying to tell me that what he was doing was wrong, that it was a cult, and I was in danger. She went to my dad and told him what was going on, and he ended up taking my phone away, and I remember just being completely broken. I felt like my whole world and purpose was completely thrashed. I felt suicidal, depressed, anxious. One day, my dad gave me the phone back, and I got back into contact with Camden, and ended up getting sucked back in. Every night, he'd called me and talked to me on the
Jesus.
phone, telling me I was his favorite, that he loved me, that I was meant to be a leader, that God was proud of me. I remember one night being on the phone with him, I started to cry because I was feeling insecure about my body. He told me to take all my clothes off, to stand in front of the mirror, and told me to tell myself that I loved myself and I was beautiful. I think he did this to gain my trust because I remember I ended up developing feelings for him. Flash forward, he would still call me practically every night and told me that I needed to move out to Georgia because he needed to have sex with me in order to bring my dead best friend back to life, and that her soul would enter our child's body. But before I could do that, he
God.
said he needed to see my lady parts to see if I was ready to have sex with him and to get pregnant. Everything made me extremely uncomfortable, and I kept asking him to stop, and that I didn't want to. And then he would threaten me that if I didn't do it, God would send my friend's soul to hell because she was meant to be reincarnated. So I would do it. He made me use a pin to penetrate myself and told me to change it to the camera. I didn't want to, but he kept coercing me. This happened on multiple occasions. Anytime I told him I can't move to Georgia, he'd always yell at me and threaten to kick me out, threaten my friend's soul, that God and the angels would hate me. It got to the point where I felt so torn that I didn't want to live anymore. Anytime I tried to leave the group, he always pulled me back. I left so many damn times, but he kept pulling me back. This one time he told me that Spencer and I were soulmates and literally forced us to be in a relationship. He made us buy rings for each other so we could get married in Georgia. It was just chaotic as fuck. Once I realized I was in a cult, I went to Spencer and we teamed up to try and get as many people as we could out of our groups. There were kids as young as 10 years old in there. One of the members ended up telling Camden we were going against him and he called me. I kept declining his calls, so he spammed my phone with
Okay,
texts
so
and
there were
calls.
kids as young as 10 years old in the group chats, in the
Yes.
Kik group chats.
Yes.
So a lot of these people that got groomed, they were only sending, they weren't there physically. They were just sending like videos of their pussies.
That's still like fucked.
Yeah, of course.
That's
I'm
so
just
crazy.
saying,
That
I'm
makes-
trying
that
I'm
makes-
trying to get an understanding of what was happening.
I think
So-
that makes more sense than.
Yeah, so it wasn't that there were hundreds of people in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Picked up, his voice sounded so demonic with rage. He kicked me out of the group and threatened me and my family. I remember his words. "If you ever step foot into Georgia, I will slaughter you, your mom, your dad, and your entire family." I hung up and cried my
Jesus.
eyes out because of how afraid I was of him. I told Spencer what happened, and that's when we decided to come together and figure out a plan to... And it doesn't want to load. Of course it does this at this point. I told Spencer what happened, and that's when we decided to come together and figure out a plan to get this man arrested. Unfortunately, what we gave wasn't enough proof, and he never got arrested. This is just a small summary of what happened, but I was in his group grasp for 4 years total. The amount of trauma and PTSD this man gave me is unreal. For so long, I was so afraid of him coming back or showing up at my house because he had my address and full name. Still, to this day, I'm afraid. I still have PTSD. I have horrible trust issues, especially with men. I ended up getting into toxic relationships with men that acted just like him, and I'm hoping I finally broke that cycle. I'm so scared to trust anybody these days. I'm scared they just... Sorry, it's screenshots.
I'm wondering
scared they're just
if
gonna use whatever they
that
can against
learning
me. I'm
disability
scared they'll
is like
abuse me.
she's
I will
still
never
like
forget
a
this part of my
child
life.
or not.
This is why we've come forward.
Curious
This man is
about
out there grooming children, abusing them, raping them, and God knows what else. He brainwashed all of us so badly that after we left, he lost the whole meaning to life. We basically had to start all over again. Fuck this man. He needs to be locked away forever. Okay, and that's the end of hers.
I have some questions.
Okay.
After I release this, is he going to be a danger to the group?
There's always the possibility that he may still have connections.
Dude, this is my first time trying one of
Yeah.
these heated up. It smells so good.
It's really good, but you
Well,
should heat it for a.
I really don't think
longer
he
than
personally would leave
think,
Georgia.
but
I don't think he
That's
really
fine.
has anybody in some of the other states that the others live in. So I think they should be all right. I think if he'd go after anyone, it'd be me, because he sees me. Yeah. So if anything was to happen, I genuinely don't think he won't do anything. The people I'm worried about are Carrie's friends that stabbed that one dude.
You want to talk about that?
Not really. I mean, it's
Stab
not like
someone?
relevant to her. She wasn't involved in that, but I don't know what the possibility is. That's why I warned my family.
Okay, good. Is there anything you want me to do prior to releasing this in regards to him being a danger?
I don't know. What really could we do?
I mean, you named him. This is all going to be public. I'm sure there's going to be people watching him after this.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll act out in public.
Yeah.
He may try to do some stupid shit like lawyer up, but
Unless it's fucking Jess giving him the money, he can't fucking afford it.
well, no matter the case, it doesn't matter. as long as he doesn't try to like hurt you or any of the group, that's all I'm concerned about.
Okay.
Any legal stuff, we don't need to be worried about.
Yeah.
We have-
Concerned about whether
Yeah,
or
and
not
evidence to back that up.
more people.
What do you mean?
So I noticed that there's a pattern with like the recruiting. It's usually one of the girls seeing a post regarding like transforming into a werewolf, or so they are going to communities that.
Well, I don't think
I guess I
he's
should ask
just
you,
concerned
did you ever recruit?
Yes.
What was the operation like? Did he tell y'all like go to these places and?
So my particular recruitment style that he also encouraged others to do it this way too, was to go on Whisper
That
and
looks
post
so
about,
gross.
oh
I
hey,
shouldn't have
if
brought
you
that
want
cup
to
on
join a
stream.
family dynamic, and
Dirty
be a
ass
part of
fucking
the
cradle
pack,
cup.
hit me up on Kick, you know, or like DM me and then we'd give them the kick. So there was one time he did have me lure a girl like physically, like we got an Uber and went and picked this girl up from like 30 minutes away from us, and she was like 13 or 14, and he kept trying to convince her to have sex with him, and I was like, no. Thankfully her parents got her the next day. So, but then me and Kayla are pretty sure that he went over there and he raped her after I was with my foster parents, because we all had the same Uber account because it was Kayla's parents' card, I think. And we saw the destination, and it was that apartment complex where he and I picked up that girl. And like me and Kayla like kept like canceling the ride, kept trying to cancel it, and then he like called us screaming at us. And then later, like about 45 minutes to an hour and a half later, I get a text from that girl's boyfriend saying that Camden had raped her and bit her so hard that she was bleeding and everything. Like,
oh my god.
So
Jesus.
that
This
definitely
guy's
made me
such a
think that was
fucking
my fault,
edgelord.
because the only reason he knew who
Literally,
she was
these people are
because
all like
I was the
my
one who got in contact with her
romance,
first.
like scene
So you
kids.
feel responsible.
Where are you going?
I'm getting into
Things that happen to the people
Bruh.
connected.
Yeah.
I need water.
Get the yerba mate bottle.
So sorry if I'm going off track here. I just wanna.
It's okay.
Oh, and you still have juice?
So what is Whisper, and why are you going? Does he recommend going on your post?
Well, at that point in time, it was before Whisper like actually started keeping track of where posts were being posted from. So it was just how anonymous it was. He wanted to keep that because, you know, anything where you use an email address can be tracked. And at the time, like I said, it didn't track the IPs or anything. Like, it was truly anonymous at that point. And then once they got to the point where they started saving messages and stuff, and like you could like delete it and re-download it, but you would still see all your posts underneath what you had posted. So it was no longer the point where you just
Well, I
delete
think
it
that's a
and
pretty
re-download
good
it and
spot
start
to
cleaning.
stop unless there's more you want to see.
Yeah, he liked.
I mean, yeah, that's all that was in the little bookmarks with the timestamps. Well, we were gonna go over. Are you done?
Oh, well, I wanted to talk about one thing really quick.
I'm down to go for a lot longer. If
yeah,
you want.
I was like tired for a little while, but now I'm fine.
I feel great.
But I wanted to talk.
I feel like
My-
I just took a big hit of crack.
I feel like I just did meth.
Yeah, I feel like I just boofed a
Like that
whole
girl's
perk 30.
ex.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get a broom because we dropped a bunch of crumbs on the ground.
Oh, we're so stupid.
But I have one quick thing to talk about.
Okay.
Where do you keep going?
I want coffee.
Bruh, sit down.
I want coffee.
You just had coffee.
I want more.
That's not okay.
Autistic.
Oh,
Anika.
you look so sleepy. Okay, hurry up with your stupid coffee.
Alright, you start talking.
Well, I want to wait for you. But we're such bad streamers. You have to sit down when you stream. You get up a million times.
Can get away with leaving other people's videos playing while
What you need to do is when you want one thing, you need to get both things. You need to, if you're getting kratom.
Why is it Kratom or coffee?
Mhm.
Alright.
Get water.
You're getting more water. Dude, we're literally just playing fucking hot potato or something. Duck, duck, goose. Yeah, musical chairs. We're playing musical chairs.
To the
Okay.
enemy.
So my short.
Yeah.
This is gonna be anticlimactic. My climactic at this point. But my short little announcement is that Just Pearly Things channel got demonetized. Do you know
Ooh,
this?
wait, did this happen today?
Brittany Venti just posted a video about it 3 days ago. We could watch some of it. Apparently, from what I saw, I watched a few minutes of Brittany's video. It looks like it was she got demonetized for harmful and dangerous acts or speech or whatever. So like basically just saying saying weird ass shit, and Brittany suspects that it is because like she always talks about how hot 16-year-olds are, and because she says that women shouldn't vote. So
Weird.
those are the reasons that her channel got demonetized. And I don't know if it's permanent or if it's just temporary.
I don't understand what is wrong with this person.
She is like the most horrible person ever. I wonder if that...
This is wow. The video about her getting demonetized only got 100K
Yeah.
views.
And it's still like it's still one of the best performing videos on her channel. It's really
What happened
funny.
to my? Oh, I'm on my other browser.
Welcome to the
God
Jazz
damn.
Girls YouTube channel. Welcome to Morning Coffee. Thoughts, are my thoughts. Every morning coffee.
It's only 8 minutes, so we can
Today,
watch.
I am going to be talking about.
She is such a fucking poser, dude.
She does not know how to dress herself. This
Well-
is like a better color on her, though, I will say.
It's just like this is the most transparent grift that I could even imagine. Like she is not trying at all to hide the grift.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
There's some other really funny, like all of the girls in the manosphere are like just so obnoxious and what are you doing? Let's watch the video.
Oh, are we actually gonna watch her video?
Yeah, I wanted to watch to see what was going on.
Well, finish your thought. You were talking. You were in the middle of
Well,
talking.
you're like clicking around our channel. Like,
Yeah, I'm just browsing while you're talking.
okay.
That's why.
Let's watch the video.
Okay.
I guess just like what's going to happen to the future of the network with the demonetization, and honestly just some changes we were really going to be making anyways. So about 2 years ago, I started the pregame.
Eating a
And
salad
the
out of a
show,
mug?
I brought over
She is having miso soup, I think, with kelp.
guests 4 times a
Okay.
week to conversations about relationships. And honestly, guys, I just can't do it anymore. I can't. I cannot argue with OnlyFans models and low IQ women that are looking to get offended. I don't know how Myron does it. I really don't. That man qualifies for sainthood for the amount of patience that he has. Nobody
Oh
will
my God.
understand the amount of patience. The amount of patience you have to do this job. Now, granted, it is the best job ever, and it is a lot of fun, but I really see the future of my channel on Pearl Daily, not on the pregame. And the reason that I think I'm going to do an odd one here or there, but I decided this for 2 reasons.
Who cares, dude? She's so fucking boring.
Wait, but I want to hear
What
what she has to
what do you
say.
want to know about?
I want to know if she's gonna move over
She
to
said
the
that
other
she's gonna
channel.
move to a different channel.
Dude, you suck.
You want to watch?
No,
You actually
it's
want to watch
fine,
this?
It's fine.
I'm just tired. I feel like I've learned what I needed to learn from interviewing.
She's so boring. Like nothing she says is important at all.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is there's all of the women on the manosphere. They're all like super unnuanced and like they're just all so much more annoying than all the men on the manosphere for
Well,
whatever
yeah.
reason. They're all grifters, every single one. I can't think of a single one. The other one I always think of is the Dadvocate. Have you heard of her?
No.
She's not as bad, but it's still like annoying. She makes more short content. Also, Roma Army. Roma Army really sucks. She's the one with I've shown you her before. She has the horrible neck tattoo. And she
No, I don't remember her.
I'll show you. I've shown you her before, but crazy daddy issues too. Look at her.
Oh
Look at her
God.
neck tattoo.
Say
Baby
no
dads
more.
have it easy. They only have to take pics with the kids. If this is feminism, it's gone way too far.
Jesus.
See what I mean? Ugh! That tattoo is just awful.
If I ever start making videos with the title "Modern Women Are Getting Worse and So Are Their Manipulation Tactics," just come to my house and kill me, please.
It's just sad. It's honestly, I find these people so sad. It's like, this is a new form of incel where you cope that you're not actually an incel and that women just actually suck. And you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
well,
so weird. It is like a form of incel to me. Not
no,
her,
no, it
obviously,
is.
but-
It is, but it's just like it's beyond that. It's like you have to be in such a haze in order to like click on this video. Like what is wrong with you watching the It's just complete brain damage. It's like the modern equivalent of like feminist owned compilation. It's literally that.
Literally
These
it
channels
is.
are like, first of all, Pearl is just like such a fake person, dude. Like if you look at her, you can tell she's like, she has to like try really hard to look womanly, and like she doesn't even do a very good job despite how hard she tries. She doesn't know, like, this like look that she's doing is not natural to her. She has a third party like teaching her how to dress herself because she doesn't understand it.
Well, and she also looks like she looks like she's growing a third limb whenever, or like a third arm whenever she has to wear a dress or something.
Yeah,
It
like
looks
what is
so
this fit, dude?
unnatural.
What is this shit?
Like,
Who
it
told her to
looks-
put this on?
It looks so weird on her. She really needs to, like, she's a very tall woman. She really needs to learn how to dress herself. It's going to be slightly more difficult because she's tall and sort of broad, you know?
Dude, and the thing is, she talks about like women need to be more feminine traditionally. Like she says that all the time, and then she like doesn't even understand how to like dress herself or like put on makeup properly.
Well, and she's like, I don't think women should vote. I just personally don't think that women should vote. And it's like,
I don't really think that women should
it's like, your whole thing is that you're a woman who gives her opinion. Like, how the fuck could you possibly believe that? Like, it's just so blatantly not true.
Oh, actually, I've never thought about it that way. Remember the fucking H3 interview?
Yeah.
He would like ask her like a very basic question. She'd be like, I don't know.
I know, and she would like pause for a second.
I don't know. I guess I would make some special exceptions for it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and well, it's just the fact, you know, the thing that really gets me is that she's like advocating her more than the Dadvocate or Roma Army. She's really advocating for a traditional life, which is whatever, like live a trad life if that's what you want, but like she does not like practice what she preaches at all. Like she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean, she's totally useless. She's completely useless in the kitchen. She has never had to pick up after herself once in her life because she's rich as shit.
Look at this. This is really funny.
What?
See this number here?
Uh-huh. Oh my god!
Get fucking mogged, bitch.
That is
God
crazy.
damn.
This is the first time Pearl has mogged anyone.
Isn't that insane? He only has 1.3 mil subs on his YouTube channel.
You didn't laugh at my joke.
What?
I said
That
this
was the first time that she's ever mogged anyone?
Yeah,
because
'cause
she's so mid?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even say mid.
She's below mid. Yeah.
She's busted.
Yeah, she is very busted. This is her profile picture, dude. This is the picture that she chooses to represent herself.
At least she
Holy
brushed
fuck.
her hair in this picture.
It's just not. It's like not even a good picture. I feel bad. I actually don't even feel bad. I feel like
This one right here, this one in the middle should be her profile. She looks way better in that one.
she's better than this.
I mean, not
I
much.
haven't seen like many pictures where she like looks like I would say like, oh, this is a good picture of her. Let's see.
She just.
I would say that this thumbnail is all right.
Yeah, because that color actually looks pretty good on her.
Like, what is this?
Oh!
She just has no idea like when she looks good and when she doesn't look
Well,
good.
she doesn't
she
know
can't
how to
tell.
she doesn't know how to dress herself. She doesn't know how to do her own. She's not feminine at all. She's not very feminine. She doesn't know how to do her own makeup. She doesn't know what colors look good on her. She doesn't know what to do with her hair. Like she just doesn't have. That's rich coming from me. My hair's a little weird right now, but.
Okay, here's the thing. I think she just doesn't really care about her appearance. I think she has to care about it because of her image that she has. But like, I don't really think she cares when she goes out in public with like shitty bad makeup or like a bad outfit. She doesn't have any desire to like try to look good.
I think the real Pearl is just like a sort of sad woman who really wants to be loved and respected, and she's just doing that in any way she knows how, and she's just like, she doesn't care that she's a walking contradiction, you know?
Yeah.
She's not feminine. She's not a feminine woman, and that's okay. Like, she just, I don't know.
Jesus Christ. So she picked up a bunch of she got a lot of publicity from being on panels with Andrew Tate and talking about Andrew Tate. So she's kind of like clout farmed Andrew Tate, clickbaited him. The Matrix has come for me and Andrew Tate. Okay, bitch.
YouTube channel, trip insurance and stuff. Lesson learned, just a lesson. So basically, I found out last minute.
God, look at her Look at the bags under her eyes. It's just fucking crazy.
Is it true that like she has like really sun damaged skin?
Yes.
I can't tell like
Well,
what.
she's very pale, but like
Well, you can like her skin looks really papery to me. Like it looks like
well,
it's like
she
falling
doesn't.
off.
She doesn't take care of herself. I don't think she's ever had a skin routine before. We saw how she fucking put on her makeup.
But
Remember
it's
that?
it's yeah, it's
Rubbing it in
beyond
her-
it's beyond just not having a skincare routine. It's like she did something that fucked it up.
Well,
Like
wasn't she in water polo?
I don't know.
I thought she was on like a water polo team or like a volleyball team or something. And maybe like she was just outside all the time and she never wore sunscreen.
Yeah, I don't know.
And her comment section is just like the most brain
Pearl
damaged.
is such a cool person.
I remember this one time when she was like, well, you know, I'm just being realistic. I think like my looks wise, I'm like a 4. And all of the comments were, instead of like trying to increase her self-esteem, they're like, yeah, you know, Pearl might not be the most beautiful woman, but like her personality makes her a 10.
Oh no. Her personality is literally a 0. Like she's just the most boring like fucking milk toast person in the world.
Her opinions like make her way more attractive. It's like, dude, she's just literally parroting back like what you want to hear. Exactly. And it's coming from a woman, so it's like, wow.
I feel like one of the biggest things that people like this, I feel like this is pretty common with like conservatives and like people that are into like the red pill thing. They see a woman that agrees with them and they're like, whoa, she's like perfect for me because she agrees with me.
Yep.
And in reality, like a lot of them are just grifting and like don't actually really think that. They just like the fucking attention that they get from it.
Or also like conservatives do this with other minorities as well. Like when it's a black person talking about like, oh, black people are racist, black people suck. And when you're like a super conservative person, you're like, wow, oh, the black guy's saying it. That's crazy. Wow,
Yeah.
that is so cool.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like it's like a simping like phenomenon thing. Like I guess my point is like if you have like certain views like and you care like you shouldn't care if like the girls that you date have the same views because it doesn't actually matter. You should just care if they're
unless
like a cool person
one of
or
you
not.
is super insufferable, because sometimes
Yeah, obviously,
yeah.
but that goes without saying. Like you shouldn't date someone that's super insufferable and annoying.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't fall for them agreeing with you on something being like attractive. That's
Yeah.
not like what makes someone attractive. And it's probably not even real.
Well, and just because someone's a girl and they're like saying what you want them to say, just because like one girl is saying it, doesn't mean that it's true, and it doesn't mean that all girls are secretly thinking it or that girls agree with her or anything like that. Like I think some
Right.
guys think like, oh, well, she's saying what everyone's thinking, you know?
You think that about Pearl?
I think that's why like guys like her, is because they're like, wow, this girl is like, not only does that make her cooler and more attractive, but like she's saying what I've always thought to myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's a girl, so like it's coming from the other side of the aisle, and
Yeah.
that makes it more true because it's a girl.
I think it's like a thing where they're like, oh, she's one of the good ones. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta find me one like that.
Yeah, but
it's like a pick me thing.
I think it makes them feel like it's more true because it's like someone who
Oh,
who
yeah,
has
yeah, yeah.
nothing to gain from this point of view is saying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Should we watch Amberlynn's official channel or should we watch a like the detractor channel?
No, let's watch her official channel. Do you have ad block on? Or you have YouTube Premium, huh?
Mhm.
Whatever. We'll give her some money. It's okay.
I gave a guy my number.
Oh! Wait, so which one has her new girlfriend?
I think it
Is it 3 days ago?
get drunk with me.
Ew, another
Um,
fucking buzzball.
Why does she like those?
They're so nasty.
Wait, how many calories are in a buzzball?
Everyone knows that calories and drinks don't count, okay?
Yeah, so true.
Oh, they're not that bad.
200 to 300.
Not that bad.
I gotta piss real fast.
Should we change the title to Amber Lynn React? I'll be right back.
Dude, how long has Sensitive Society been around? He's like a newer channel,
yeah,
right?
he's very new. He's from the last 2 years.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
I know.
And his content seems so easy to make. I
He-
feel like it's crazy that
He grew really fast. His titles and thumbnails are amazing. That's exactly like what drew people in.
yeah. So
You should
so
take,
you notice how he uploads like every single day?
yeah.
So I feel like I unfortunately for growth, it's more important to upload often than
Yep.
for it to have high quality content.
Yep.
So I think I would like to be
I'm
streaming
surprised.
more often.
Well, I'm surprised how fast he's. I really think in order for this to work, like I don't know if just streaming is going to be able to do that. You'll have
Well,
to
I would have to
edit
post edits.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
and shorts. I wonder, does he post shorts?
Let's see.
Oh, he does, but not very many.
Oh, this fucking guy. Do you remember this?
Awesome.
To address the nose ring drama. So if you haven't seen
Okay, guys, do you guys know about this? This is the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So this kid, right? We were like, haha, he looks like Hitler, right? That's the joke. But come to find out that he bought like a fucking, didn't he buy like a German military uniform and
Yes.
everything? And then
he
he
bought
was
like Nazi memorabilia.
it turned out that he was intentionally trying to look like Hitler.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he believed that Hitler was one of his past lives.
That's right.
And he's
Oh,
like, he was like Hitler kin. Like, you
Yeah.
remember Otherkins?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. Yeah, he thought that he was literally the
Mhm.
reincarnation of Hitler.
Yeah, and he was like, yeah, you know, I know Hitler did like a lot of bad things, but like, I have his thoughts in my brain, and like,
Oh my
like,
god.
he was like, oh, like, I just see it from a more, I guess he was just trying to like, rationalize Hitler's actions in
Holy
some way. I forget
shit.
exactly what it was, but it was like he was sympathetic towards it, but like
That's
knew that it was
so
fucked up.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my. That reminds
We
me
can go
of
on a deep dive of this person. This person got like super banned
I would
because
be so
TikTok got
down.
so mad. Wait, I want to see this video.
video where I made this new nose ring right here.
Am I gonna say it? Do you guys want me to say it? I think we need to address the elephant in the room. No, I'm not talking about the nose ring. I'm talking about how this person be looking like the gay Hitler. This looks like if Hitler was alive.
It does look like gay
and was a
Hitler.
Twitter user.
You can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you'd like.
I'm just gonna stick with Hitler. You look like a gay Hitler, dude.
It's time to address the nose
Oh,
ring.
bummer. I thought there would be more about it.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
So he started wearing these like red scarves, right? Obviously in reference to the
and
red like armband
and,
thing.
Like this
With this lapel.
overcoat is like crazy.
It's very military
Yeah.
looking, right?
and the pants. I forgot the pants are fucking
Oh
awesome.
my. Oh my
The
god.
full fit.
Oh my
at this.
fucking god. Oh right. And then someone leaked it to his grandma, right? He lives with his grandma. Someone told his grandma, like, you know, your kid thinks that he's Hitler and he's saying this weird shit and trying to dress like Hitler on social media.
Oh yeah,
and he got like in trouble with
and
her.
the grandma was like, like we're part Jewish on like one side of
Yeah.
his family. It's like I can't believe that he would do something like that. Wait, I want to see these pants. Oh, it doesn't show it. Oh, are we gonna get fucked?
Who is this?
Oh,
Random
maybe.
old
I mean, it
man.
was like 2
According to some
seconds.
people
We're
in the
chilling.
comments below, he was a victim of what happened back in
Yeah, this guy
1940.
who
He's
stitched
reacting
him
to
was
this
a
guy, the
was
gay
a
Hitler. I mean,
Holocaust
just for
Holocaust
reference,
survivor.
Oh my
80 years
god.
old, you think the worst
So
has
funny.
happened. Imagine the amount of
This seems like a parody. This seems like a joke, doesn't it? But it's like not. It's actually this guy's like legitimately crazy.
Yeah,
Like
it's
this would
awesome.
be really I mean, it is funny, but it would be really funny if he was just like trolling.
Yeah.
But he's literally not trolling. Like he's serious. He thinks that he's Hitler.
PTSD one must get when they see something like this. And look at the outfit he's wearing. This is straight out of 19.
Fuck, dude, that was so funny. Oh yeah, that's right. So we're watching Amberlynn.
Yeah.
Well, so it
Dude,
is-
I'm feeling great. I think we should just keep the stream going as long
Sure.
as long as we
This is
want.
Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving. I am waiting for my mom to come get me. I'm going to my aunt's and I'm gonna see tons of family. and I'm
1990.
Girl, what are these
excited.
sequins? This is not.
There's a little outfit of the day.
Outfit.
I decided to
It's kind of loud.
wear my hair.
Test,
Wear
test,
my
test.
hair, like,
Test,
with the
test,
middle
test.
part, which is something
Oh, you
I
can turn
don't
it up a little,
really
I guess.
But like a lot of people are like, it looks good.
It does look good.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that. We have this really cute.
Very millennial of her.
I love the colors. It's like green and there's some blue and some gold.
It looks good, but it's too puffy because she's never done it before. She just needs to do it for a
Yeah.
little while and then
Yeah,
it'll flatten out.
the part will settle.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a necklace that says 1999. No, it does not say 1999. It says 1990, which is when I was born. We have some gold glitter
Jesus.
going on in my eyes.
I'm only 8 years younger than her,
So,
dude. That's good.
tribal
This is gonna be me
dance.
one day.
You
I'm
know,
gonna be
you know,
Amberlynn
sometimes
Reed.
I do feel decent. I'm like, yes. I need to lose weight.
She
that's
looks
obvious,
skinnier.
But the only way I'm gonna do that
Genuinely,
is if I
she
love
does look a little
myself.
smaller
Like
to me.
everyone talks so much about like
I don't know.
love yourself.
She looks
and
very
when someone
rotund
loves
to
themselves,
me.
they're, like,
Her face looks
narcissist. It's weird.
round,
It's a
but like her
situation.
body, when she
Anyways,
zoomed out, it
happy
wasn't that bad.
Thanksgiving. I am so thankful for you guys. I'm so thankful for my YouTube.
Aww,
I'm
so
thankful for the people I've met.
sweet.
This is my 10th Thanksgiving on YouTube. A whole decade. That's like so crazy incredible. Like, wow. Okay, guys, so it is nighttime. I had the
She got some
literal
tinsel in her
best
hair?
day today, like with my family.
She
It looks
loves
good.
she loves shiny things.
I think it looks nice.
It does look nice, yeah. She's wearing triple sparkle right now. She's
I
wearing
know,
the
it's like
sequins.
way too much.
Glitter.
The sequins are atrocious. I do not like them.
No, I honestly think the concept of wearing a bunch of different like glittery things is
No,
kind of
I don't
could be
mind.
cool. Yeah.
I don't mind that. I just don't like the sequin dress. I
Okay,
think it's
fair.
ugly.
Yeah,
In like
fair.
18 years.
The green and yellow
So
sequins are just
it
really
was
random.
like, so good.
I think that
Also,
might just
I
be
got
like the
hair
lighting,
hair
right?
Mm-mm.
No?
put in.
Mm-mm.
I chose gold.
Oh yeah, I see the
When she
green.
zoomed out,
So they're
like
just, like randomly,
Yeah.
sporadically in my hair.
I need to do
It
that
actually
with
looks
mine.
Super cute. I got so many compliments after the whole Thanksgiving festivities. We actually went to the casino. We did
Again?
But the night for me,
Dude.
was honestly
Dude,
You're
her
gonna
mom is
turn in-
addicted.
You're gonna
so
turn into a
embarrassed.
gambling addict with your mom. You're enabling
I
her.
don't know if it's the
You guys should just start smoking meth instead.
fairy
Honestly.
hair. I don't know if it's because
That's
I was
crazy.
parted like this. I don't know if it's the bomb ass eyeliner. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
her
it's
eyeliner
the
does look good.
dress. I don't know what it is. Long story short, I made quite a few friends, got some numbers, but there was a lot of guys out that I guess likes a bigger girl. But there was this one guy in particular, after I was like complimented by tons of other guys, and it was so funny. This one guy called me gorgeous, and then maybe a minute later, my mom goes, "Oh my god, those other two guys were just looking at you." And I was like, "Mom, it's okay." And she was like, "They called you mommy." And I was like, "Yeah, Mom, that's the way that people say. It's fine." But I
Mama
guess I didn't
Lynn.
hear them, so my mom told me about it. But there was this one guy in particular who was like wanting to buy me drinks, and he was like following me around everywhere because I like to like go to different machines. He couldn't stop hugging me. He even gave me $20.
Oh, that's weird.
Ew.
Like, it's fine. At first, I thought it was like
That's a
friendly,
chubby
it's fine,
chaser.
okay, cool. But then he started saying things like, "I like you a lot," and like,
Ooh.
like that. I'm just like, oh my god. In
Gross.
situations like that, like, I never like say, "Oh, I'm a lesbian," because it's like I don't know how people will take it, and that's sad that it's like this day and age that it's like that. Where it's like I'm afraid to say like, "Sorry, not interested," and I'm also
Just
like,
say you're not into guys. That's all you have to
Yeah.
say. And you don't have to say that you're a lesbian.
Or she
people
could just
here
say like
because
she's
I don't
taken.
know. That's just like who I am. So like the
Like
whole
every
time,
other girl on the planet
I'm like,
does. you know?
Yeah,
Letting
yeah.
This guy follow me. It was like the weirdest.
I mean, I understand though,
situation.
like this guy
And then-
specifically seems really weird, and it
Yeah.
seems like he would be like, "Oh, I can change you. I can change that."
Well, or
I
he
feel
might
like
get
it just got,
mad,
like, really
you know?
bad, like,
I don't know.
it almost started to
Sometimes
feel
I
like
do.
flashbacks.
Sometimes guys don't like it when you,
Usually
especially when they think you're lying. Oh, you're not actually a lesbian. You know what I mean? Like, or you don't
That
actually have
that
a
is so
boyfriend.
fucking weird though. Like that's the biggest self-report as a guy to
Yeah.
be like, I wait, really? I don't believe you. It's like, are
it
you
doesn't
fucking
matter it
retarded?
doesn't matter if she's lying or not. Like, she's trying to
I
get you
just,
off her
like, stayed with
back.
my mom the whole time.
Uh,
This time,
let me
like,
call
I
your
was
number so that I can
people,
make sure that you gave me a real
I was going
number.
off of
Red
people,
flag,
and I was
dude.
talking to
Fucking
people. It was
horrible.
like a whole moment, and it's like I have never been so complimented in my life. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I had confidence today, and I think that, like,
I'm gonna get more water.
it was showing. It was like radiating because, like, even like in the beginning of this video, like I was telling you guys, like I feel good today, like truly. So I think sometimes maybe people.
Wait, in the
like,
beginning of this video, was this did she film two vlogs on the same day and just post them separately? That's probably what happened.
feel that energy. So
Wait, what happened?
She said in the beginning of this video, like I said, I feel really confident, but she never said, I don't think she said that, did she?
Yeah, she did.
She did? Oh, okay.
hello, hi. So I'm actually about to.
I need to put tinsel in my hair.
But you guys,
That looks really
remember
good.
My story about how I just met like a lot of people last night. I gave my number, I think, to one of the guys, and he ended up calling. Obviously, I didn't answer because not going to. He left a 3-minute voicemail.
Oh, fuck.
Play it.
Just nothing.
Please.
While he's driving, because you like hear his blinker. And
Oh.
I'm just like, what the heck? It was
Oh,
like 4
probably
a.m.
butt dial.
It's like, you know what he wanted.
I don't know.
Calling at 4 a.m., you know?
3
But
minutes
anyways,
of like
me and my
blinkers
mom,
and
and
driving
like,
just sounds like a butt dial.
He probably forgot he was calling you and then he just left his phone on.
She's like, he's so obsessed with me.
Super cheap. There's not a lot to do in Oklahoma. I do want to go to the aquarium, mini golf. There are a few things on the list, but these are. It's just a moment. Okay? It's just something to do.
I can't believe she's doing all this shit. It's actually growth. Seriously.
I was just about to say, like, it seems like she's doing pretty well, trying to actually, like, get out of the house.
Yeah,
and-
I'm proud of
and do
her.
things.
Genuinely. This is like a way more interesting than her last shit.
Yeah, it literally is, dude. The fact that we could never see her girlfriend was so infuriating
I
to
know.
me. Like, come on. We all know what she looks like. We all know you're
You
dating
already
her.
doxed her. Like,
Yeah,
It's
well,
just
to be
ridiculous.
fair, she doxed herself. Like, she posted in her chat, but yeah.
well, Amberlynn said, that's my girlfriend. You know.
Yeah, but
Dude, look, we're getting one of the famous Amberlynn fridge shots.
Hello. Hi. So I
Oh
just
my
got home
God.
from bingo.
Dude, honestly, I kind of fuck with
My mom actually
those.
won once,
They're so
good for
camp.
her.
Well,
I'm
good for an
actually
up, dude.
drinking tonight.
Wait, what'd she say? Wait, go
This is
back.
my favorite. It's so good for her. I just got home from bingo. I lost.
Dude, they're going
My
to
mom actually
bingo
won
and
once.
gambling. Like, bingo is kind of gambling.
yeah, it is.
I'm actually drinking tonight. This is my favorite. It's the Choco Chiller Buzz Ball. You're supposed to shake it before you have it. I figured let's have our first little sip together. Wait a minute, you guys are probably cold in there, so I'll take
Good
you out.
one.
Camp.
I'll sit you on top of
I
my
like
air
it.
fryer. That sounds like a plan. Oh my god, I can't get my finger under there. I'll just use a butter
She seems
knife.
like she's already
Last time I
drunk.
used these, y'all thought they were plastic. They're not. My
They don't look
silverware
plastic.
is just
to me.
black. I can't even tell you the last time I used plastic silverware or like paper plates or anything like that. I just don't. Alright, so first drink.
I feel like she
Cheers.
totally would. Like, during the Destiny era.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good.
Mm.
My forks
Oh my
are
god, so
like
good.
that. My spoons are like that as well. The butter knife. My second buzz
Show us
ball.
your cups
These
and
are a
bowls,
little
too.
Lego thingy. This is to help, like, if you put a Lego in the wrong spot. It's supposed to help with that,
She's
but
obsessed with Legos. It's crazy.
honestly, I just use
We
the
should show our Lego set.
Oh, I'm down.
Oh, I'm red. Oh,
I felt like Amberlynn when I
Oh
was
my
making
god,
it.
she is red.
Yeah,
let's
that
just
happens.
ignore
Do I
that.
get red when I get drunk?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
How many buzz balls deep are you, Amber?
At
You
least
guys are
2.
currently sitting behind some soy sauce. I meant to say you're sitting in front of some soy sauce. Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my
So,
god.
I have a little moment. Okay. So,
I have a little
someone, like,
moment.
that's special to me.
That sounds
I
like
can't quite explain it, but like my heart
it just
feels
sounds like I have a little Riz. I have some Skibidi. It just sounds like a misuse of like a meme.
Well, and
wow.
it's just the mindless consumerism. Like, let's see what this is. Let's see
Yeah.
what's in this
She
package.
probably that's so true. She probably just orders stuff all the time and doesn't remember what it is.
Yeah.
They're special. Sorry, I'm just realizing, like, I don't know if I'm used to this, like, middle part situation type deal.
No, it looks
She
good.
sounds
You gotta
fucked.
keep doing that, Amber. Please.
Okay. So this person is
People have been begging you to do a middle part for so long. Your hair looks so much better with a middle part. Everyone
It's like long and straight. I feel like that is demanding a middle part.
almost everyone looks better with a middle part. I was scared of doing it for
Except
a long
people
time
with
too.
really curly hair. I
Yeah.
think look better with the side part.
Maybe some of
sometimes.
them.
do this right now. Let me wait until I'm sober. So it's more
Why? Who cares? It's fucking Amazon. More special.
right now.
It's fucking
Wait,
Amazon.
she wants to remember the package opening. She's
Dude, she
like,
wants
oh
to get
fuck,
that. She
I'm
wants
not
to
gonna
get that
the,
dopamine.
I'm
yeah.
not gonna get as much adrenaline if I open it now.
Oh my god.
Wow, child. So you guys were with the soy sauce. You guys,
Oh.
this 32 is single and thriving. So send me your questions. Let's do a little Q&A sesh. Definitely my bookshelf moment because we have my poetry collection here. We have cute little plants. We have my YouTube play button. We have adorable perfume. We have me and my mom. Like, it's just so cute. Girl, I'm trying to end that era, like, with the literal quickness because
With the quickness.
Girl.
it's not fun, it's
Girl,
not
I'm
fresh.
trying to
It's
end that
lonely,
era with the
and
literal
it's sad.
quickness.
So we're
Girl.
gonna go into a new era. I don't know
Goddamn.
what
A
it
new
is,
era.
but
Like,
I'm thinking
everything
a
she
new
says is like
piercing.
some dumb TikTok shit.
Did she say piercing? Wait.
Or it is, but I'm thinking a new piercing.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
okay.
Girl, or
Okay.
boy, or them. I just, I'm 32.
What?
Literally,
Why she
I
keep
don't
saying
care
that she's
what we do.
32?
Just woo me, make me feel special, charm me,
This filter
Be
that makes her look like she had like a
flirty.
fox eye, like
Just,
cat lift or
make me
facelift.
melt
Cat eye
in your
facelift.
arms.
She's like,
I don't care
Guy-
what we do.
guys, Q and
I really
A.
don't. It's all about the quality time and the connection, not so much about what we're doing. I
So
really
true.
don't care.
I like how she keeps putting on the
lame.
sunglasses.
I really don't care.
Your retirement era.
I'll be in my retirement era. I
Okay.
am old.
She would be able to retire if she
33
actually
in
saved
December. I
money.
am so old.
Holy
old.
shit, dude. She keeps talking about her age.
I
Wait.
am old.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
gonna be
weird.
33 in December. I am
Dude,
so old.
she's
I have
panicking.
gray hair.
She's panicking because she's single right now and she
Yeah.
hasn't gotten married yet, and she's been like proposed to like twice.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's.
As much as I want to continue this Q&A, I can't.
Oh, look at her.
Yes,
Did you see her
my
eye
brain
fuck
isn't
herself?
Yeah.
computing.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was nasty.
Oh my
Yes, my
god.
brain isn't computing.
Holy shit, she's so fucked.
Dude, she can't even.
I do love you guys though. And I appreciate you guys so much. I'm working on a vlog moment. Might be up tomorrow, might be up the next day, but there will be a vlog, and so many of you are sad about Vlogmas. Oh my god, my hair is crazy. I don't like it. I don't like it. So
So-
maybe like
looks
the
so
little
much
part.
There's nothing wrong with it. It looks good.
I don't know how. I
You're
feel
just not
about it.
used to seeing yourself with the middle part. Trust
Yeah,
me. Like
it looks
I,
really good.
I used to side part my hair all the time too. You just gotta just keep doing it, and like one day you'll look back at this and be like, oh yeah, it does look good.
Yeah, I think it takes a while for you to like adjust your self
Your
image.
yeah, your brain has to like,
Yeah.
calibrate.
I'm trying to rock it because I got my fairy hair. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got the fairy hair with the middle part. So
That doesn't
that's how
matter.
it's naturally
That doesn't
laying,
fucking
like the
matter.
fairy hair. So I'm just like trying to vibe with it. I love the fairy hair.
Okay, Amber, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice. You don't need to be so worried about being single. You just keep going outside. Just keep doing that. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're developing more as a person by going out and doing things. And I think that'll naturally help you find a new partner.
She needs to start going to like gay bars. Imagine if she actually met someone in person instead of online. She could go to like a lesbian bar. I guarantee they have them in Oklahoma City. or like just do things that are more like social and for young people. Stop going to the fucking casino. You're gonna get weird creeps there and old people. So yeah.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a gambling addiction. Well, she
Yeah.
doesn't really like to gamble, does she?
I think
Does
she
she?
just feels pretty neutral about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she got scratchers for like a month straight. Do you
Oh yeah,
remember
that was
So,
funny.
who knows?
Wasn't that Jade that got her into the
Mhm.
scratchers? Yeah. I almost said Feline. And I was like, wait, why would I be calling her that?
So gorgeous. Oh my god. But I am, what was I saying? The Q&A is shut down, folks. You guys, this looks crazy. I've drank a little too much. But
Ew.
it's like time for bed, so you can't really see
Yeah, go to
me.
bed. Let's
Actually,
let's.
just
yeah,
You
let's go
didn't
to
need to
sleep.
film this. Just
mine, I look really absurd. Right
She
now.
has to hit the.
The lighting
Yeah,
is horrendous. You can't even really see.
she didn't need this
Because
last
it's
2
nighttime, I'm gonna
minutes.
go to bed. But
This is very
I
like
love you guys so
embarrassing.
much. I just had to let you guys know that like I'm so grateful and I just love you guys. I know life can be really hard.
You could not
for
force me to
everybody.
post a video of me like super wasted like that. So weird.
Hey guys, it is the next day. I'm not feeling the greatest. We have a little bit of a hangover.
wonder
I just
why.
feel sluggish, nauseous, just not good. So I'm actually about to go out with my mom, but I do want to weigh myself real quick. I weighed myself on Monday. I was like 5:15, 5:16. Today's actually Saturday, and I have been actively eating less and trying to make better choices. I've been trying to move a little bit more.
Let's hear what it is.
508.4 pounds.
What
Oh,
was
yeah,
she
I have
before?
So
She was 508 like a year ago. I
But what
think.
was she right before this? She just said her weight before.
Saturday, and I have been actively eating
Okay.
less and not good. So I'm actually about to go out with my mom, but I do want to weigh myself real quick. I weighed myself on Monday. I was like 5:15, 5:16. Today's
Okay.
actually Saturday. Oh my god, let's step on it again. 508.4 pounds. 508.4.
Not bad,
I'm gonna do it a third time.
if true.
508.4.
She's like, I have to make sure it's
Yeah.
right.
I love how she's always trying to prove to her audience that she's not lying and stuff. It's like, this is I get that it sucks that like nobody believes anything you say, but like this is like basically like she just cried wolf too many times. Wait, I want to see
508.4.
what's going on.
I'm gonna do it a third time. 508.4 pounds. 508.4. So I guess I'll take that. So I'm down like 7 pounds in almost a week. That's exciting.
Followed up by
yeah,
getting
by
panda.
fast food.
So I'm finished eating. My fortune says seek guidance.
You're finished eating? You only ate that
Girl.
much?
Come on.
No.
I finished eating for 10 minutes.
I'm stuffed.
I'm so full.
Oh, I'm so full.
This week. Okay, Panda Express. So we're currently at Walmart. So my mom wanted to look at some clothing. Look at this. It has little bears on it.
Walmart.
That's not your aesthetic. I feel like you
So
totally
we're
wear a
gonna talk about
bear
she's
sweater.
obsessed with
Yeah.
Pioneer Woman kitchen stuff. Well, actually anything really. Anything Pioneer Woman. Okay, so we got Starbucks and I got a iced coffee with caramel and I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. My mom got this like peppermint moment.
Why would you
I'm
not
scared
like
I'm
it?
not
You like
gonna like it.
everything. You like
What
literally
the-
everything.
It's just caramel.
It's just sugar
So
sugar
we
juice.
do a taste test. Sorry, Emily.
Oh my
It's
god.
actually good. I was scared. My mom was thinking I wasn't gonna like it. It has caramel and I was like, extra caramel, please, and thank you. Yeah, I needed some coffee to pep my step a little bit. Are you gonna do a taste test for us? Would you guys consider these? Weird.
Why would her mom not like?
She's taking the wrapper off the
Why would her mom say that she wasn't gonna like it?
She's tried it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you not like it? She said it's icky. It's kind of icky. You wanna try mine? Oh. We're doing swapsies. It's kind of icky, Amber. It's a little dirty.
He doesn't like anything?
Oh, yours just tastes like a bath of sugar. All it tastes like,
It tastes like a bath of sugar.
you can't feel coffee or anything. It's just like this big old thing of sugar water.
Sugar water. That's probably why I like
Yeah. If she doesn't like sugar, she shouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah.
If the mom doesn't like sugar, why'd she get like a frappuccino?
Yeah, literally.
And I'm just letting it snow on me. Yeah. So I totally forgot, but I got these super cute tumblers from Walmart. I left them in my mom's car. The next time I see her, I'm gonna need to show you guys because they're so adorable. Good morning. It is the next day. Rarity usually sleeps right next to me, but she said I'm gonna sleep in this corner.
Oh.
That is a nice spot
Look,
for her.
with her face.
Oh,
towards the
she
wall.
says, I'm concentrating. I like to see the
I
wall.
don't care. So I'm wearing my hair up there. I've just been wearing my hair down.
That's a
below.
better
You
like
know
messy
what
bun
I have
than
with choker? It's
usual.
not this choker.
I don't know
have so many
why.
more
I
pieces
prefer
of choker. I
that.
don't know how I have any business having like literally 10 of the same choker, but I do. I don't know if this is self-destructive or if it's helping me, but it makes sense in my brain. I've been listening
Why
to
is
some
it so
songs
like,
with my ex
it
with
still
this
looks
song
really
called,
like, it needs to be
songs that are, like,
brushed.
special to us. I'm listening to those songs so I can like get immune to them. Like a month ago ago, I wouldn't be able to listen to these songs, and now I'm listening to them and I'm being okay because this is music that I enjoy. I don't want to like lose these songs because I enjoy them as a whole. So it's like I have to like become like immune to like the memories, the feelings, the emotions that come up with the songs. So I'm like forcing myself to listen to them. I've been doing it for like a week now, and I'm actually doing it a lot better. So change the subject. Someone very
Oh my
special to
God.
me, we decided that we were going to do matching keychains.
Someone very special.
And you guys know me,
Oh.
I love Lego so much. So we got a matching Lego keychain, and I let her decide
No.
what the actual like
Her.
keychain is. Oh wow,
Yeah.
adorable. So I'm not really a hot dog girly, but I'm willing to have this hot dog on my keychains for her. Look how adorable he is. He's
What?
so
For
cute.
her.
I'm not a hot dog girly.
I'm gonna think of her. I think that's so cute. Like what? So now on my keys we have the Billie Eilish merch, a diamond, and the cute little hot dog guy. So I'm actually
Holy
gonna be cooking
shit.
for my mom for the very first time in my whole entire life. Yes, my whole entire life. My mom has never had my cooking, and I want to make her and her boyfriend my chili. So I have a little.
No!
Ingredients because it tastes
Oh,
like-
hell yeah.
Oh my God, but this looks like a better chili recipe.
That's like a normal chili recipe, yeah.
It's like slightly better.
And this was actually from Petaluma, California, which is my hometown. I just thought that was so crazy. If you guys want to know, that's where I'm from, the Bay Area. Hello. So I just got back from the grocery store, so we're gonna do a haulage. The groceries are here. So before anyone says anything, I am wearing the Gucci necklace, okay? All right. So
Wait, so is she...
Why would you need to say that?
Is her mom taking her to the grocery store to
Yes.
buy food? So she's like, oh, I need to go to the store so that I can cook for you. Can you take me there?
Yeah.
Damn.
anything that has to do with the chili, but I'll haul the other stuff. And these
To be
bags,
fair,
I
like
got
going
four
to the
of them.
grocery
They're
store,
absolutely
that's not that
beautiful.
bad.
10 cents per one.
Yeah, I
Four
know,
dollars.
but...
Kind of cool. I'm also gonna be putting it away as I go. So I got some Italian dry salami and then some peppered salami. I got some port wine cheese spread. There's like almonds around it. I don't know. Figured I would try it. Sounds good. Got a red onion. Living by yourself, I realized you only need to buy one.
Sprouts is base.
Got some crushed. Why am I still wearing these? I got some crushed red pepper flakes. Didn't have any. I got some beef tamales. I'm a tamale girly. So good. I got a TV dinner. It is paneer tikka masala. I got organic wild mushroom with Italian herbs.
Those are expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Organic Cajun style. Got some olives. I got these.
I love how I know all these brands because we go to Sprouts.
I know.
This is so random and so weird. I just had to try it, which I'll try in a vlog.
This is a great way to spend...
Ooh, those look good.
If you
I fuck
buy
with
like
those.
pre-cooked food from Sprouts, that's a great way to spend like a lot of money on like not very much food.
I don't know how it's gonna taste. Last time
It is healthier than like, you know, her going to get
Yeah.
McDonald's last second.
No, for sure. It's better, probably still cheaper than fast food per calorie or whatever. But
Probably, yeah.
still.
bell pepper with a citrus basil vinaigrette.
She should just be making
It's
like,
probably gonna gross everyone.
well, I don't know. She can afford to do whatever she wants,
Yeah.
but I would say for like weight loss, she should just be making like a big batch of like beans and eating it with like vegetables, and
Yeah.
that's it.
One out, which I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I
Maybe
can
like a
chicken
little
salad,
bit of
which is
rice,
pretty
but it
simple.
seems like she
Chicken,
can't really
yeah,
she can't really
make-
control herself with rice.
Make a bunch of like different proteins and stuff and like mix and match them.
I mean, you could do like carrots and stuff. I've been loving cheese sticks lately, so I was like, why not?
Oh my God.
You guys, it's honestly so good. Oh yeah, that slaps. So
Did you
I
say
have
artichoke
my
dip?
in Lego right
Sounds
now.
pretty
Is
good,
it?
honestly.
That would just be a little bit, but I will say it's delicious. And I usually
Or
like
chicken
leave, like, crackers in
salad.
there.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. I'm not a hater
Cheese
on.
stick. You guys, it's honestly so
It
good.
is very
Oh, yeah, that slaps.
keto though. It feels very
So, I'm gonna
keto.
do an update on my
It does.
in Lego right now. I just had to put every single one of these pieces together. Every single one. There's like a million of them. I'm working on the inside right now. This is
What
taking
is
a while.
this?
That going, like, look at
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
It turns like that.
Wow.
Jesus, that's
So that
fancy.
one piece I just showed you guys, I had to connect it and put it here, so it like moves like this.
Oh my
These are
gosh.
items. A little small one over here last night, so it just moves like that. Y'all, I just had to count out each one of these because I needed 64 of them, 120 of them.
You don't have to count them.
So I like to have it all just laid out so I know like, oh, I can use each one of these.
Oh
pieces.
my
And
God,
then
she's
just
so
put one
autistic.
and then plug it into this
Just
little
put them
guy.
in, like, and then you can
Put them on my
see.
gloves and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I had to
Alrighty, so
count
I
these
did
all.
one.
Like, no, you didn't.
Completed, and now I'm going to pet this
Oh.
kitty because she's obsessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
I'm gonna put them in here. Yeah, I have a mess, and I do have my Legos in a cooking dish. because
Rarity
it's
is
just
so
working out, but-
helpful.
All right, now we're gonna put all these
That's
in
Rarity,
here.
right? Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I got them all in there. Baby girl, she's currently
Should I let her
on top of
out?
a pillow.
You wanna go outside?
Is on top of me. So,
Yeah, let her out.
Hey, you wanna go potty? You wanna go potty? You wanna go potty?
Man, it is just so funny that fucking Lex Updog backstabbed Nick is not green.
Nika, go potty. Go potty. Look, your door's open. Go on.
Bye.
Goodbye. Don't
Bye.
by the door.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
so I just woke up. It is morning, but I need to get this video up. Oh, look at you, sweetie. Are you a sweetie? She's like, why'd you stop petting me?
Oh,
On my first plant I've ever owned. It's still alive.
girl,
Why
it's
did I
not
do
your
that?
first
Because
plant.
it's
We've
my first plant.
established
That was
this.
my first plant that I've ever had by myself. Because me and my ex, I mean,
Oh
she
my
had
God.
kids, and then obviously
Oh,
my
yeah,
plant,
yeah,
so we had
yeah.
babies, but like this is my first plant that I just
I
had.
honestly
I
just
actually
think that
really
she like
enjoyed it.
forgot that she owned real plants before.
Well,
I
also,
don't think
like, it's your first time doing anything because you haven't been single since like 16 for
Yeah,
more than
literally.
like a week. So like,
and the same person about the plant.
It's just ridiculous. She could say, "This is my first debit card that I've ever
Yeah,
owned on my
literally.
own. This is my first lamp that I've ever owned.
This
You
is
know?
my first
This is my
car.
first meal that I've eaten while I'm
This is
single."
my first meal that I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
That one would be pretty believable. It's my first time eating.
Wait. Don't get the kratom right now. We only have 20 seconds left, and then we're done.
Okay.
You bitch. Too much kratom.
I'm sorry.
You just took it.
I knew this, but all my fur babies have middle names as well. Rarity,
Oh.
her middle name is Gray.
No
spelled
shit, they all have middle names. You
R-A-E,
say it
and
all
Wasabi
the
is
time.
Wasabi dot.
Rarity Gray
They all have middle names.
with an E.
Say goodbye.
Yeah, Rarity Gray.
Wasabi dot.
Have you guys have a day?
That's cute.
Look at that cute face. Wow.
Nice.
I would name a cat, or I would name a pet Dot. Or a baby, like Dorothy, but you call her Dot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cute.
Yeah, that is
Alright.
a cute nickname. Are you done?
What else do we have to talk about? I think we're all done.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like continuing, but I don't know what content we can do.
Well, I'm hungry. I want to make myself a meal.
All right, you go ahead and make yourself a meal. I'm gonna keep.
What are you about? What? We don't have anything else to
Let's
talk
come up with
about.
some random bullshit. I'll just. Oh, I wanted to talk about that thing at Kiwi Farms that I saw. The Roblox shit.
Okay. Oh, did you put the rice away?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in the fridge in a plastic bag.
Thank you.
Look at this thumbnail, dude. What is this? Say the N word. Why is that a thumbnail? Look at my fucking recommended videos. It's like Hassan, fucking lol cows,
Why do they-
three
why-
Christmas
Why
jazz.
do they recommend so many Christmas jazzes? It's so weird.
Because I clicked on literally one.
But like, why so many?
Because they farm so many views. That's how YouTube works. Is like these live streams each have like thousands of views. Oh no, they don't. 200. The one I was watching yesterday had like 5K. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna click on one of these gay Christmas jazz things. Whoa, this one sounds all fucked up. Wait. Dude, I wonder if it's because I used Firefox and they added that new like weird. Did you guys hear about that? So apparently on YouTube, like if you use Firefox, they like artificially slow down your like browser. And I feel like YouTube has been really slow for me the past like day or two. What's up, Vincent? And I wonder if it's because of the Firefox thing. It's so weird. Oh yeah, so dude, this stream has been so fun. I'm just basically going over like this one was like a lot less structured, and I'm just going over a few things and then just coming up with more stuff to talk about on the spot. It's kind of fun. All right, let's see. Here we go. New story from today, from an hour ago. The Twitter account of Kaiju Paradise came out with allegations against Ruben for homophobia and hating furries. Wait, what? So this is a Roblox community developer published an 82-page document trying to cancel a Roblox commentator. Okay, hold on. We're gonna find the Twitter thread here. Sim. Yeah. Okay. Holy shit, dude. Gas it up now, my soy chuds. What the fuck? What is this guy talking about, dude? All tweets are satire. Is this really 84 pages? 86 pages. Anti-fur. Yeah, he's anti-fur. That's a really big issue. Fur phobia. He's fur phobic, dude. He glorifies a harmful generalization with satire. Furry equals child groomer. Base? Holy shit.
Hey, Adam.
What?
Would you want some, like, spam and rice and stuff if I made some?
Sure, yeah. These fuckers need to be removed from society. Holy shit. Literal edited Nazi badge. Oh my god. So wait, he's saying that these are his fans? Wait. So this is him. This is the guy who he's trying to cancel. I'll show you what his fans say in regards to said talk. Okay. So this is him. This is his fans. We should eradicate them. All furries are pedophiles and animal abusers. Same with the people that support them. Okay. There are much bigger... What is a condo? Furry condo. Roblox has lost the war on porn. There are much bigger condos, but he focuses on this one simply because of it being for furries. I don't defend Wait, what the fuck is this? What is all this bullshit that these people talk about? Oh, they're just like porn games. Gross, dude. You should leave and jump. Holy shit. Ruben feeding into misinformation? What? He doesn't appear in this tweet? What is the point of this then? What are you saying? Dude, yeah, he totally did. He made the paper black to make it seem like you're reading a serial killer dossier, and the typewriter font. Yeah, dude. It makes it more dramatic. Because they want to fuck animals. Wow, how could he say something so fur-phobic? Furries wanting to fuck animals? No, that's horrible. That's bigoted. Why would you say that? Furries don't want to fuck animals. They only want to fuck people that look like animals. Holy shit. He's bringing up his tweets and then he's showing his fans' tweets as if it's like a dig against him. Like, what do his fans have to do with him? Why the fuck are you going after, like, things that his fans are saying? He has no fucking control over that at all. Ruben's fans began... Okay, wait. I'm missing context. I don't understand this part. Oh, okay. Hundreds of humans who identify as dogs gather at a Berlin train station to advocate for the rights of people who identify as dogs. Okay. So now... I don't think he's replying because they're gay. But it's not a furry event. People acting like dogs, even if it's a fetish, is also something that Ruben hates. So they're shaming which individual? The person who posted this? I don't get it. Okay, whatever. We'll move on. How is any of this that, like, bad to say? Like, why is he trying to cancel this person over his fans saying they want to fuck animals? That's tough. Dude, how is this a controversial fucking, like, tweet? What? Bro thinks we care. They do not care about Ruben's actions. Yeah, because none of his actions have been that bad. Oh no, guys. Transphobia. Transphobia incoming. Holy shit. I may be a little biased due to my more moralist views. Yeah, you're so much more moral than this guy. Usually when people cry transphobia, it's like there's not that much in my experience. Usually like the person that you're accusing of transphobia is saying like the most mild shit ever. Yeah, dude, this probably is like a 13-year-old that wrote this shit. Follow this account. Furs posting L's. Oh my god. Uses transphobic banner which ridicules a trans creator. Dude, Blue Wolf is a literal like pedophile. Who cares if they're trans? They're literally a pedo. Like, why are you fucking defending them? This isn't even... Is this even transphobic? Like, I feel like this doesn't imply anything. It's like a little bit edgy, I guess. But on its own, can you really say that this is transphobic? Okay, let's check out their link. I have to make sure this doesn't have porn. No wonder your family disowned you. Oh god, I don't want this to be porn. Oh, okay. God, I'm such an absolute whore and I love it. Yeah, so this is why your family disowned you. So this is transphobic, I guess. To say that this person's family disowned them. Dude, yeah, there's literally nothing fucking transphobic here. That's insane. Transphobia 2. Valid Els is another extremely popular anti-trans account. Yeah, Valid Els does have transphobic shit. But this furry posting L shit, at least the thing that they linked as an example of transphobia is not transphobia. Jesus fucking Christ. Wait, so what does this have to do with Valid Els? Oh, I see. So, it's not the person. It's not a fucking Ruben that's responding to Valid Els. It's this second account that he's following is responding to Valid Els. So he's saying this guy's guilty by association between two people. He's guilty because this person he follows another person that's transphobic. That's why. Jesus Christ. Harassment towards a trans person. What does this have to do with the guy? What? So these are just fans again? From a Ruben fan. Yeah, okay. Because it's a caricature, yeah. Yeah. I just don't see it as like I feel like, I guess you could argue that like the stubble or whatever is like what makes it transphobic, but I feel like I feel like just having like stubble on its own like doesn't have to necessarily, like, especially if you believe in like gender theory or whatever, right? Like you don't think that there's any single trait that makes you a woman or not. So like wouldn't that like not be offensive by like their own logic? Like by their logic, like some women have beards and stubble and shit. So I just don't understand how that can be offensive. This is so fucking boring, dude. What is... I feel like the Roblox people are the most, like, mentally ill people in the world. So, apparently this guy is a fucking Roblox, like, commentator. Let's see. These are, like, such mild things, like... None of those tweets that this guy was tweeting out were, like, anything bad. Like... Basically, the only thing that that this guy was right about is him being anti-furry. But he was acting like being anti-furry is like the same as being like a racist.
I am under corporate surveillance. Big Brother Roblox.
This is a huge channel, 1.12. He's almost as big as Hassan.
Is watching me for any in the developing weird BBC fashion.
Oh, so is this why they're going after this guy? Because he's like, he's fucking, going after Roblox pedophiles. Old Roblox was better. I've never been able to understand Roblox, dude. I've played Roblox games like a few times, and I never play it for more than like 5 minutes. I'm like, this shit sucks. I literally know, I've tried like the FPS games and stuff, and like, they literally just suck. I do think it's kind of impressive when like people are good at making stuff with the engine, but someone's saying disgusting. Is this still the transphobia part? His first mistake was being a furry. This person literally is a freak, though. Like, this person is a fucking weirdo, regardless of whether or not they're trans. There were, like, some crazy leaks that we could go... I don't even know if I can go over those leaks on stream, because they're so fucked. But that person is, like, disgusting. These are more of his fans replying, right? Retard. Are they getting mad at this guy for saying retard, or am I missing something? Harassment. What? He quote tweets this? What is wrong with it? Dude, I'm missing so much context. This is so weird. These are literally just like random accounts, and this person is like... This person is like getting mad at this Ruben guy for things that his fans are saying in replies of random tweets. I hate this idea that like fucking creators are responsible for like all their fans' opinions and actions. Like, I really don't think that, like, other than telling people not to harass people and bother people, you're not really you're not, like, responsible for anything that your fans do. It's just impossible to control, like, individuals' actions. Like, it's just, like, really unrealistic to, like, expect, like, if someone goes and, like, shoots up a school in your name, it's not your fucking fault. It doesn't mean anything about your content, like, encourage them to do it. It's just, like, a fucking crazy person who happened to like you. Oh my god. Literally just posting a picture of Epstein. No fucking likes. How often does this guy post? He doesn't post that often, huh? Let's see. He still pulls a lot of views. That's kind of nice to know that you don't need to post like every single day. I think I do want to start streaming like almost every day. I've been really enjoying it. I feel like this stream was fun because we just kind of like went over we had like a few topics that we were loosely covering. There was a lot of variety, reacted to a bunch of different things, and just kind of chilled. There wasn't like a strong like schedule that we had to adhere to. Content creators always have to put disclaimers before anything. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. So like I think the reason that they do that is because, like, say you make a video exposing someone and then this video blows up and this person starts to get a bunch of backlash, they can just now blame your video because all the harassment started after your video came out. So you have to like explicitly like tell your audience, like, don't go, I do not endorse harassing this person. Please don't do that in my name. And literally it won't change anything. The shit will still happen, but now they just click on your video and they're like, oh, I guess they told them not to do that, but they did it anyways. Oops. Oh, I need to get my dog. Yeah, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Yeah. Oh, she came right in. Good girl. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah, and then, I mean, even if you do put a disclaimer or whatever, like, people will still get mad at you for, like, not moderating your community enough, which is very unfortunate. I think it should be implied, it should be, like, obvious that you're not, just by criticizing someone, you're not endorsing harassment, and that if someone does that, it's not your fault. Hitman hiring another hitman to do their dirty work, yeah. It is really unfortunate that people do that though. Like, you have these like retards that will watch a video like shitting on someone and they'll be like, oh, I hate this person now. And they'll literally go to their like fucking like comment section, like, even if you tell them like, please don't harass this person, and they'll like start bringing up like the points from your video or whatever to them. Or like chatting in their chat. It's like, the video on its own speaks for itself. You don't need to go and like tell the person that you hate them. Like, oh, I wanted to watch this update on the on this situation with the, what's it called? Completionist. This video came out today.
Hello, guys and gals.
Oh, this is a fucking long video. Goddamn.
It's me, Mudahar, and it's been a wild month this month, ladies and gentlemen. It seems like every time around this moment in the year, I always work with another beloved YouTuber about a situation regarding financial kerfuffles, okay? I remember it was literally around this year. We were doing, like, Save the Kids, we were doing root investigations, and if you've been following my channel, you've noticed that I've covered Gerard the Completionist and his associated charity foundation, the Open Hand Foundation. So to give you an idea, to recap the story,
No, yeah, I don't think any criticism videos really are meant to like direct anyone towards someone. I think that's like a thing that a lot of people like to claim because they don't like that they're getting backlash, or like their subs are affected by a video or something.
Carl Jobs, another YouTuber, 2 weeks ago started looking into the public 990 PF tax filings of the Open Hand Foundation. We found a glaring discrepancy, which according to those tax filings, the total money they contributed was a whopping goose egg, $0, okay? While holding on to, according to their accounts, $650,000 and above. So just a little over. Now, of course, the Open Hand Foundation is a family charitable organization built in the honor of Karen Khalil, which is the late mother of the YouTuber known as The Completionist, also known as Gerard Khalil. So we interviewed Gerard in our initial video drops, where we obtained his side of the story, because that's just how you do journalism. So in this situation, Gerard even told us the money is still currently in an account.
To answer your question, Carl, I don't have an answer. You know, I think that's my fuck up. I have personally donated to AFTD and Alzheimer's Association over the years, and that's where, again, I assumed the money was going there to support them as we were talking negotiations about working with them. I don't really have a true answer for that, and that's on me completely, and I will own up to that. But, you know, again, it's just...
Oh yeah, the furry guy, like, no, I don't think the guy like made a video at all, but he was just like basically like tweeting stuff that that this guy didn't like, and this guy's trying to cancel him with like all these very loosely connected examples of like, oh, his friend, this person that he follows, they retweeted someone else who's like openly anti-trans, so we need to cancel this guy.
You guys are gonna say, and I can't stop it. But the important thing is that all the money is still in the account. None of it's spent erroneously. It's all above board.
Dude, I feel like these things are losing their power. Like these sorts of like cancellation document things, like people just don't give a fuck anymore. People literally just don't care. There's just no, like, there's just so many of them all the time, and it's like, are we seriously gonna... Are this many people's careers just gonna get ruined all the time? Like, I just really don't think that anyone cares anymore. The only people that care are like the insane unhinged freaks that like make it. You have to be so extreme in order to like to care that much about things like that.
I knew it was sitting there at a certain point, and that's what made me proactively go about it. Like, do you know when that point was? I was made aware in 2021 when the money hadn't moved yet, and that's what made me go, that's not cool, and that's when I got personally involved to move it. And
did anyone
last year, 2022?
Yeah, did anyone tell you that the money was going somewhere before then? Were you being misled?
No one told me anything. I assumed that it was all going to a charity, and I assumed it correctly.
And
yeah.
In 2023, he actually held the Indieland event again and started naming charities. In fact, he made it pretty much a common identity that they were going to do whatever they can to donate this money to charities and make sure that the money given to them year over year was going to fight dementia.
Oh, dude, we're gonna multitask here. I wanted to look at Stella.
Folks who've been impacted by dementia, working with organizations like USF, FTT Association of America, Alzheimer's Association of America, and so many more.
Oh, this
Our own version of that every
pair.
year, a celebration of games and raise money for charity. And so he was like, I wish we had a charity that we could donate to. And I was like, oh, I run my own charity called the Open Hand Foundation, and all the money that we aggregate. I mean, I started when I was a young boy with my dad in honor of my mom who had dementia, and so we just every year we try to raise as much money as possible, and then we go work with Alzheimer's Association of America, University of San Francisco, Association for FTD, which is what my mom had, FTD. So we've like worked with big and small organizations across the board, and he was like, it'd be really cool if we did a show all about raising money for people who are...
She likes FNAF, of course. This is the insane bitch that we made a YouTube short about.
No promises, but so for those guys who know, we had a show last year, and it went great, but it was very expensive, and TLBG covered the cost of it, but we have kind of a rule of like, we want to make sure that like, as we do charity events, that we're not costing the charity organization or really anyone outside of our awesome sponsors. The guys at FlyQuest have been so supportive. We want to make sure that the money that we do raise actually goes to charity and is spent properly. And so, surprise, surprise, hosting a convention-like event is very expensive.
While in reality, the money was never donated, it sat in an account losing its value to inflation, and of course, research was lost over time because it never got paid to be done. So again, what we happened over here, initially looking into it, was the organization in writing even told us that they were actively looking for benefactors. So you cannot go on a charity live stream like Indieland and claim and misrepresent that your organization in the public view is working or getting in touch with some of these named charity organizations, while at the back end, you write to us and tell us that you're still looking for actual benefactors. Again,
yeah, so this whole situation with the completionist, very weird. He basically like the issue is that none of the money they've been claiming that the money has been going to charities, specific charities. They've been naming the charities that the money has been going to for years. This thing has been around for 10 their organization has been around for 10 years. And not once have they ever given these funds to any charities. So apparently they still have all the funds just sitting in an account, but now they're trying to damage control and like say like, oh well, we're still deciding what we want to do with the funds. But it's like, no, it doesn't matter if you have the money or not. The issue, what makes it fraud, is that you lied about people. Certain places were getting the money. People were giving you money with the impression that it was going to a specific thing.
Misleading statements, and it can constitute charity fraud in the public eye. If somebody goes out there in the public eye and tells you, hey, we're working with so-and-so, but you were just trying to find a charity to donate to all this time, that is basically a false statement. You are misleading people.
Yeah.
And that's where charity fraud gets into the mix. So again, since we made those videos, me and my update video, there was no public statement from either the Khalil family, Gerard, or even their lawyers sending out any correspondence to properly address this matter. So with each passing day, all the community can do is wonder, is the money even in the Open Hand Holdings account to begin with? Will it be donated to the charities that were name-dropped on live streams and podcasts? And will it happen soon? These are the questions we ask.
So it feels like the reason that he hasn't responded is because he's getting all his like ducks in a row, legally speaking. Oh yeah, Vincent, this is so funny, dude. Okay, I talked about this in the start of the stream, but it's pretty like it's looking pretty likely that Destiny is getting divorced. He's been like, you can skip back to the beginning of the stream at the end, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. He's been alluding to this big legal issue, and apparently it doesn't have to do with his ex. It doesn't have to do with his son. So that pretty much only leaves Mel. There's a subreddit post on his subreddit about it, and they added up all the evidence that they have. Shit, can you mute the... They put together all the evidence. Why? So apparently, like, on this thread, there was something to do with, like, there was, like, a cheating, like, he cheated on her, but they're literally in an open marriage. So apparently this cheating thing, like, went on, like, 9 months ago or something. But we don't know any of the details yet. He hasn't really, we also don't even know for sure if that's what's happening. It just, to me, that seems what it is. That seems the most likely explanation.
Or maybe the day before, depending on how quick I can get this out and how vetted I can get all this information. My co-investigator...
Dude, why is my Firefox running so bad right now?
...had released an update video where he dove further into what he now claims is a scam. Carl showed another event in the purview of the Open Hand Foundation, the Convenience Cup Challenge, which is hosted by Power Buying Dealers West. PBWest.com, a company founded by Charles Khalil, Gerard's father, the man currently behind the books.
Yeah, so, like, one of the ways that this guy, this guy advertised his events by putting the specific charities on the posters and stuff. So people saw like this list of like, oh, we're donating to this dementia charity, this charity, whatever. And they donated money to it. But it turns out this whole time he's just been saving the money in an account. So he's got 600K just sitting.
From the state of California's corporate branding. You got Gerard over here, basically speaking to the rest of the pals out here. So if you look into the actual pricing list right here.
He literally just had an event like a few weeks ago, actually. I was watching this Animal Well I think his event is called like Indie Fest or something, and it's a charity event, and he was showing off this new game that's going to come out, Animal Well. And this whole scandal started happening like a week and a half ago. So that event was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and this whole scandal happened like literally right after it. Alimony court, yeah. Dude, and he doesn't have a prenup. He does not have a fucking... That might be what he was... So there's like a... He was talking about, like, oh, I feel much better because we've come to some legal agreements. And apparently he doesn't have a prenuptial agreement. So if she really wanted to, she could go after like a lot of his money.
Is there any spam left?
Yeah, there's a can. No, it's not in the fridge.
Oh,
the tents alone, according to this pricing tier, fall under hospitality, which is $7,500.
Well, would you
We saw
rather
two tents
have
of the minimum, which is $1,500. Okay. So again,
kimchi fried rice or spam?
Do you not want to make new spam?
I'm asking you what you would prefer.
Spam.
Okay.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is tens of thousands of dollars. And again, if we look at our math once again here, you'll notice that before we had a difference of $14,398. There is still thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, and I'm lowballing, by the way, because you gotta understand, with an event like this, there's also raffles, there's...
Oh, okay, so this is the new info. There's actually some money that's not accounted for in the giant pile of money.
Severely lowballing, okay? Enough where I can confirm, at least based on how they've priced and what sponsorship tiers they put out. I have lowballed, and they are still, in the land of underreporting the revenue, which again is wrong. Because now the question isn't like, hey, is the money all there? Is how much money actually was raised? Because now we don't even have trustworthy accounting at this moment. So people have said over the course of...
Dude, I don't know why my fucking computer is running so bad right now. Hold on, do I need to close Photoshop?
And the thing is, it would make sense if it happened maybe 1 year. But if this pattern, the same pattern, crosses to, let's say, 2021, 2022, which is what we're about to look into, at what point is it systemic, ritualistic, okay? At what point does it go from a simple mistake to something that is systemic? When something is systemic, it's more than just a mistake at this point, ladies and gentlemen. And again, there have been a history of lies from Gerard's side, especially with our interview to begin with. So the trustworthiness of this character and the entire organization, at least personally to me, is very questionable. But again, I'm not here to speculate. Let's go to 2021 and see if maybe money is also underreported there too. So in the years of 2021, ladies and gentlemen, if we look at the actual open hand filings once again, you'll notice that their revenue this year was $136,695. Okay, so this is the total amount of revenue that they raised. Now, there's going to be a few people that will say, Muda, what if the golf tournament cost so here? Now, the golf event had 2 diamond sponsorships for 20.
Okay, so it looks like this video is pretty in-depth, and it's just about the specifics of the of the charity and like where the money went and stuff. So I think I'm done for today. That was a nice long stream. I had a lot of fun. I will stream again either tomorrow or the day after. We'll have to see. But thank you for coming by the stream, everyone. I appreciate you guys checking it out. And I will see you next time.